We're doing CQ on 10 meters.
Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike. Got fully in the form of November Valley.
Yeah, that's something else, David. Yeah, I know what you mean about those witches. My grandfather was born, I forget the name of the town, but he was born in a little small town south of Glasgow, Scotland, and I forget the name of the town. And then his parents died at a very young age. I don't know if they had an accident or what over in Scotland, but I think my grandfather had to live, which I think an aunt or an uncle in England or something. I'm not sure how it went because he was so little,
Yeah, very good. I've been up to Glasgow once. I was up to Glasgow once and I was working at that time. But Glasgow is a famous city in Scotland, of course. And very good. I'm just doing 100 watts here now from my Icon 7600. And my antennas are vertical too. So we're vertical to vertical at the moment. And the antenna is about 40 feet from the ground at the base of the antenna. And as I say, I'm already quite high up where I live, so I think that helps a little bit, Mark, over.
Oh, yeah, your last transmission, you just, the LED bar just went a hair over 9 S units, a hair over 9, so you're 9 plus, you're sounding good. Yeah, I've got my IMAX vertical fiberglass antenna about, let's see, the bottom of it would be probably around 34 feet, so that's not too bad, because it's about a 21-foot antenna, I think. So the tip would be about high 50s, close to 60 foot.
Yeah, very good, isn't it? I mean, even sometimes people say that height doesn't make a lot of difference on HS, but I think it definitely helps. There's no doubt about it. I moved to this QTH just 5 years ago in June. It will be 5 years in June. And previous to that, I was a lot lower down. I was a little bit further south from here, and I was lower down. I was only about 100 feet above sea level where I was. And I definitely can tell the difference with living here, but I definitely get out better here, over.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, I used to live about 10 minutes away over in Grand Island, New York. It's right over the Grand Island Bridge from Niagara Falls, and I was closer by the Niagara River, and it seemed to always help me more. For some reason, being by that river always helped me a lot better. Plus, I was out in the open more, of course, on an island over there. But we're not doing too bad here. I'm surprised this IMAX 2000 works as well as it does. Matter of fact, I'm using the ICOM 7700 and the PR40 microphone right now.
Yeah, it sounds really good. I do like the ICOMs myself, Mark. As I say, I'm on the 7600. And I also have a 7400, which is the 756 Pro, isn't it, in the States. And I also have the 7100 here. So I do have my radio. And I also have here an old Kenwood, which I purchased in 2001, I think it was. I think it was 2001. And it's the old Kenwood TS950SD. And that's super true. The same power that it always did. So, very good too. But I do like the Icon radios, definitely, over.
Yeah, I'm running like I said, I'm running the big boy here, the 7700, but above that, I'm running the 7610 on a different wire. But like I said, this one's on a vertical right now, and then off to the right above the second shelf is the 756 Pro 3. So I've got 3 ICOMs going here, but we thought we'd see if 10 meters was open today. And your radio seems to be sounding real good. You're dead on frequency. The audio sounds good.
Oh, excuse me. Just when you said my audio sounds good, I decided to cough into the mic. Oh dear. Well, I've always had good reports from this radio. I'm also using the iPhone desk mic with it, the SM20. So are you using a desk mic, Marco?
Yeah, I'm using the Heil PR40 desk mic, the Heil PR40, and everybody seems to say it sounds pretty good. Matter of fact, we're live right now on YouTube. I forgot to tell you, David, we're live on YouTube, and the YouTube channel is Mac and B. That's Mac Alpha Charlie, and then the and symbol, and then BEE, Bravo Echo Echo, and you're sounding real good. No problem at all hearing you. Maybe later on you can always, when I replay it back on YouTube, you'll hear how you sound. You sound really, really decent.
Oh, thank you very much. Mark, sorry. And I've written that down, Mark and the B, and I'll definitely subscribe to your channel. I do enjoy watching all of the YouTube videos. In fact, I find it better than the television. I don't really watch any television anymore. I stick to YouTube on Mark, over.
Well, yeah, you can see reality TV basically from everybody's own life going on, and then they do play movies on there too. So pretty much YouTube has pretty much everything you need, you know, to be honest with you. But we do all kinds of different things. Sometimes we just do everything, a little of everything. Sometimes we'll have cooking shows, radio shows. We've got a shepherd over here. His name's Thor, and we'll go to car shows when the weather breaks. We just do a little of everything.
And you did
Well, you know the saying, variety is the spice of life, isn't it? And it keeps us going. And yeah, I'll tell you, the other night, I'll just tell you what I was watching on YouTube. I was watching old programs with Bonanza. Do you remember Bonanza?
Oh, yeah, when I was a little kid in the 70s, they came out in the 60s, so I watched the replays in the 70s when I was a little kid. That was pretty good. Adam Cartwright and all them guys.
Yeah, well, brilliant. And I also watched a documentary about Dan Blocker, who played Hoss Cartwright. And he sadly died at a very early age. I think he was 42. And it was after a routine operation for gallstones. And he had complications and sadly passed away. And of course, Bonanza was never the same after that, all right?
Yeah, and then if I remember right, the oldest boy, Adam, he left the show too. He wanted to become a big movie star, but he was never able to be a big movie star, so that went downhill. But then later in life, he ended up going on a TV show anyways.
Yeah, the High Chef. I think that was the High Chaparral, wasn't it? The guy that played Adam. I think he did the High Chaparral. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think it was some kind of doctor program, right?
Oh, yeah, no, this is a Western. But he could, you may well be right. He may well have gone on to do that as well. But yeah, I'll tell you what, you know, I must be getting old, Mark, but when I look back at the old programs from like the 70s and even the 60s, I find that they made better programs then, right?
Well, yeah, I mean, think about it. They made Westerns back then where you didn't have to use foul language, but they were all still tough and rough and fighting and carrying on without the language. You know what I mean? Back in the 50s and 60s Western movies, you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's 100% correct. Also, like the comedians these days, they have to be swearing all the time. And yet, people back in the day, they were just talented. You know, I think the swearing makes up for the lack of talent, though.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Some lose their temper and then it kicks in. But your singles seems to be holding up there pretty good. Sometimes it gets around 3.5, but then it goes right back over 9. So your singles doing pretty good, Dave. G4UNB, this is W2YM for ID.
Yeah, W2YM, this is Golf 4 Uniform November Bravo, also for ID. And it's great to meet you. Now, let me just check with my logging system. Yeah, this is the first time we've met, so I don't know what I haven't heard you before, Mark. Because you're such a good signal, huh?
Oh, yeah, I made about 2-3 videos. The last 10-meter one I made, it was pretty dead out. The propagation wasn't too well, but the 2 before that on 10 meters when I did it was nonstop. It was a pretty good video. And most of the time, if I'm going to do it in 10 meters open, I'll go on live. And I've talked to a lot of people over in Ireland, England, Scotland, Germany, Italy, all over the place on 10 when it opens up.
Yeah, G4UNB. It's fantastic, isn't it, really? We are very blessed with the technology these days. And it's great. I do enjoy watching people's YouTube videos, I really do. And of course, being a Brit, I'm very envious when I'm watching the American guys and the Canadian guys all of the land that you've got available. You can put up some awesome antennas over.
Oh, yeah. Which radio were you running again? You running your 7600?
Yes, 7600.
Yeah, I had one of them. Matter of fact, I'm looking for one now. There's a couple for sale, but I don't know. I think they're a little too pricey right now because what they want for them things still, you can get a brand new radio. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do know what you mean. But I've had this one since 2014. So it's coming up. I've had this 11 years and it hasn't missed a beat, Mark. I've had great reports on it, I've worked the world on it, and it's never ever let me down, though.
No, I had a couple of 7600s over the years. That's why I want to get another one in the home here because I would put that 7600 pretty much against anything when it comes to receive and transmit audio.
Yeah, that's right. And of course, I'm interested in the 7610, which you told me you have one of those. This might seem a strange thing, a trivial thing, but the one thing that I can't understand with Icon is that the battery, 3-volt battery, I think it's maybe 2.8 volts, but the battery that runs the internal clock, it's a real pig to replace it when it runs out after about 4 or 5 years. And I don't know why they didn't just put a little battery holder where you could flip out the clean battery, the 3-volt ones. But I can't seem to make it difficult,
Yeah, I heard about that one. Well, when this one goes in mine, I'm going to send it to a technician that I know out in South Dakota. I mean, it's a little trip to ship it out, but I don't mind. I'm going to have him put that. Somebody made an upgrade for that to put a bigger battery in there so it lasts for years and years. So that's what people are doing. I don't know what ICOM was thinking. Matter of fact, I don't know what ICOM's thinking coming out with a 200-watt radio where the head unit can't attach to the base of the body either. I can't believe what they're doing lately.
Yeah, you're talking about the 760, I think it is. Do you know what, right? I'm not impressed with it either. I'd rather have a proper radio in front of it.
Well, that's how I am. Like I used to have a same radio you did years ago, the 950 SD, and I used to have a 1000D. I had a couple of 781s, ICOM 775s. I had them all, but no way do I want the head unit separate. I mean, don't get me wrong. People that have small desks, I guess, can be happy with it, but I want the whole thing on my desk. I don't want to know nothing about nothing.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, I got the 7100, which has a small head unit, but I got that because of the D-Star, and the fact that I could take it mobile if I wanted to. And I bought that for a few years now, and that was okay, but I'll tell you something else, Mark. I like your opinion, but even though I know that on the latest Yaesu, the receivers are very, very good. There's no question the radios are good, but they just don't, to me, they don't please me aesthetically. They do nothing for me, over.
Well, that's one of the issues, and then I heard the menu is just now the 7300 and the 7610, the menus aren't nothing. If you know how to do a cell phone, you'll have no issues with the 7610 or 7300, but the menu system on a Yaesu, from what I understand from the pictures and YouTube and reading, it's just brutal. But I think once you get, set like any other radio, you should be fine. But you can't beat the receives on those Yaesus. I've seen some, and it's just amazing.
Yeah, I do know that. They're very quiet receivers. They're very good. The 710 is excellent. All the reports are good. I don't know what it is no more. They just don't appeal to me. I just don't like the look of them over.
Yeah, here's how you got to look at it. If you're a person that don't mind either Yaesu or ICOM and you want 200 watts, do you want the head unit separate, or do you want a big radio that's 200 watts like the 101MP that you can sit right on your desk? See what I'm saying? And the 101MP right now is on sale in America for $4,400. The 7760, $6,000. So there you go.
Yeah, it's a lot of money, isn't it? Certainly it's a fantastic radio. It does what it does here as well, but it doesn't appeal to me. In other words, right, that head unit, I want the radio, but when I push a button, the radio doesn't move back an inch or two.
Well, here's the thing I've been hearing, Dave. I don't know how true it is. This is hearsay, but some of the people are Velcroing the head unit on their desk. They have Velcro because when they push the scope or whatever they have to do to push it, it's moving on them. Can you imagine this?
Yeah, exactly. That's his point. I know. It just doesn't do it for me, but that's just the way it is, The first radio, I'm certain they're excellent, they're very good and all of that. But I don't want a radio that if my computer isn't working, I can't use it.
Well, guess what? Did you know, supposedly, from what I understand, the head unit is smaller than the base. So you can't even attach it if you wanted to. Can you imagine this?
I guess you and I, Mark, are just traditionalists. What do you say? I think we're old school, over.
Well, I just would rather have the whole radio sitting in front of me like my 7700 here or the old 950 I used to have or the 1000 or the 775 DSP. I want it all together. But that's me. I want the whole thing in front of me.
Yeah, that's me too. And if you go to my QRZ page and you scroll down, mind you, I have to warn you, there's a lot of photographs on there. You really do have to do some scrolling. But once you get to where the chat is, you'll see that I've got my radios all lined up in a purpose-built operation desk here that I built myself. And they're all sort of lined up ready for me to use them. And I have them on a switch. So if I want to use this radio, the 7600, which is my favorite, and that's hooked up to my linear, then I'm on switch number 1. If I want to use one of the others, I have 1, 2, 3, or 4. So I've got 4 HF radios I can use at any given time. I remember back in the 1980s, Mark, I was using an old 101 Echo, the Yaesu 101 Echo. Remember them? And great radio and CW, by the way, that was. And I remember once it had to go into repair. And I had no HF radio. And I said to myself after that, I'm never ever going to do without more than one HF radio. So if something happens to one radio, I've always got another one to fire up.
Yep, nothing wrong with having backup radios and back-end antennas too. Matter of fact, so far I've got 3 wire antennas up and 2 verticals. That's enough for now, you know what I mean? Right now I'm working on the My Antenna. I don't know if you ever heard of that company, My Antenna. This one's 40 through 10. I wanted the 80 through 10, but I don't have the yard for it. That's 130 foot. The 10 through 40 is 62 feet, so I went with that one. But this antenna seems to do pretty well for an end-fed wire.
Yeah, you and I are very similar. I got the exact same antenna with a 49 to 1 transformer, about 62, 63 feet. And I put it on one of those spider beam poles. You know, it is a 9 meter, 12 meter, sorry, the 12 meter pole. And I've got it going up vertical, and then I throw a dogway here around the backyard from there. And it seems to work okay, you know?
Yeah, but I should rephrase it. I'm working off the vertical now, but when I do the My Antenna, that works so nice. I mean, you don't even have to use the tuner. That's how good the SWR is on the My Antenna. Now, I do have the Palomar big box. I'm going to have to run probably a wire off of the wing nut on that one. That one's giving me just a little trouble. On 40 tuning, the tuner light is blinking. Instead of being solid green, it's blinking red, so it's on the edge, you know. So I'm going to run a little wire off that little wing nut on that box. That's the Palomar box end fed. Now I've got the Ultramax wire too. I made a video on those 3 a ways back. I didn't even try the Ultramax wire yet, you believe it. But anyways, I'll hook a radio to it sooner or later. But so we got 3 end fed wires, and I got that Comet CHA 250 HD vertical I put up. And of course, this vertical here is mostly for 10 meters, the IMAX 2000 fiberglass up on a 30-foot tower. So that's what we're running for antennas. This is W2YM.
A little bit of QSP on that one, but I got most of it. I got virtually all of it. But I think we're losing the conditions between us just at this moment. So I don't know what you want to do with it. But hey, I tell you what, it's been great to have a chat with you, and I look forward to subscribing to your YouTube channel. And I'll definitely be a regular viewer, over.
Yeah, and sometimes I'll mention once in a while when I'm talking to somebody, or you could probably see what frequency I'm on. Sometimes I'll go on 40 or 82 at different times of the day or night. And if you see the frequency, just give me a shout out. Or I've got my tablet, and you can write something in there and I'll see that too. But most likely, if you're watching my video live, you can see what frequency I'm on and just give me a holler, you know what I mean?
Yeah, certainly do, yeah. I want to general off NX18. from Ohio, from near Cleveland. Well, I think he's in Cleveland. And I get the alerts when he goes live. And I find out where he is, go to his YouTube channel, and then he's double frequency display, and we do it that way. So I'll probably do the same thing with yours. And, it's all good fun, isn't it? So how long, Mark, have you been doing the YouTube channel for? How long has it been established, Sarah?
Boy, that's a very good question, Dave. Oh, let's see. The wife and I started it probably about 3.5 years ago, give or take. But when it comes to the radio part here, I just started doing more live videos with the radio not too long ago. I just started up pretty heavy here, so we'll see what happens with it.
Yeah, and is your wife also licensed, Sarah?
Oh, yeah, she's got her tech. One of these days she'll get up to a general, hopefully. I wanted to at least get a general, I told her. So hopefully she'll work on that. We'll see what happens.
Excellent. Very good indeed, yeah. Oh, that's great. And, the more of these channels, the better, I think. And I do enjoy them myself, I really do. I don't know whether you were aware or not, but in the UK, we have a thing called the TV license. And that's about £170 a year. That's a year. That if you want to watch live television, the ordinary, TV, BBC sort of thing, you have to pay this license. And I found about 3 years ago, I wasn't watching any TV. I've got a nice TV, I've got 50-inch TV, but I wasn't watching YouTube. And I thought to myself, what am I doing paying this license fee when I don't even watch it? So I cancelled the license fee and I spend all my time on YouTube.
Oh, yeah, I don't even have cable TV. Hang on 1 second, David. I heard somebody coming in there with you. Kilo Delta 5 station, W2YM. Go ahead.
W2YM, Kilo Delta 5, Echo Delta Lima Mobile. You're 5-9, Texas.
Yeah, I got Kilo Delta 5 Echo. What are your last two?
Echo Delta Lima.
Delta Lima. You're sounding good back up here. You got Mark in Niagara Falls. I'm talking to David up there in England. He's G4UNB, but you're sounding good from Texas.
Right, the radio is a TS50. Screwdriver antenna.
Oh, geez, you're sounding good on that screwdriver antenna. You're making it to Niagara Falls, New York. How are we making it down there to Texas, all right?
Nice right now. It's a wind and blowing like this.
Okay, I appreciate the signal report.
Roger, let me get back to England.
Okay, thank you, Texas. You still hear me in there when I'm done with England? Just shoot back in there. I appreciate it. Okay, Dave, go ahead. W2YM.
Yeah, W2YM, G4UNB. I was just trying to search for your YouTube channel, Mark, and I typed in Mac and D, and he came up with something else. I don't think that's you. So, how do I specifically find your YouTube channel?
Yeah, it's Mac, M-A-C, that's Mac, Alpha Charlie, space, and then the and symbol. You know the and symbol that they have like on a typewriter? And, it's an and symbol. Then space, and then B-E-E, Bravo, Echo, Echo.
No, went wrong, yeah. I put the N for November rather than the and symbol. That's what I did wrong. So, let me just confirm to her, got in there, let me just find this out. Have I got that right? I don't even know. Hold on a second. It's not coming up for some reason. I don't know why. I'm what you saying now, Dan? I don't know why I'm having trouble finding you.
Oh, really? You know what? Put in my call sign. See if that'll bring it in.
Yeah, we'll do. Whiskey 2, with Yankee Mike. Let me just bring that up and maybe that will do it. Yeah. Now I've got it.
You got me?
I should have just gone with the call sign, Ella.
Maybe that'd be easier for me to do. Just put in W2YM and I'll sit here. How you doing, Dave? I'm looking at the camera.
Yeah. I've got it now anyway. Here we go. Let me just bring up the whole thing, and then I'll go to the live section. There will be, of course, a delay. There always is, isn't there? But now I see it's the live section. I've got the volume down, so it won't interfere. Hey, now I've got you.
Got me.
Now I'm looking at you. How you doing, my friend?
How you doing, Dave? Hey, how do you think you're sounding when you're talking through here? Can you hear yourself all right, Dave, when going through my SP34 speaker?
Well, I have the volume down. But I'm dead. Come back to me and I'll put the volume up, fella.
Oh, no, I meant for you. Can you hear yourself coming through?
W2YM. Well, I've not heard it yet because I have the volume down. So just hang on a second. Oh, yeah, I can hear it. Oh, that's pretty good. I'll tell you what as well, Mark. There's very little delay. Now, when I worked in an X8 Tango in Ohio, there's usually about a 6 or an 8 second delay. But there seems to be hardly any delay with you.
Well, there shouldn't be because I got 1 gig coming through the cable on my Wi-Fi. I don't have cable TV, but my Wi-Fi, I just upgraded to 1 gig, so it's working pretty quick.
Your setup looks really good there, by the way. It looks really good. You've got that settled very, very nice. You can't beat a good bit of decent wood over.
Oh, you know, this desk here, a friend of mine actually made it by hand for me years ago. He's passed on now, but he made this. I had another, I think I put it in the basement. He had 2 more shelves for the top up above this one. I'm going, holy geez. So the one you see here, I'm going to put my hand up to. Just imagine 2 more shelves he had up there, but I took it down. That was just too much.
I'm just watching it. Very good visual as well, by the way. So you've obviously got a good camera setup as well. And I'm looking at my end, and it says there's 9 people watching. So that'll be me and 8 others. So to the other 8, I wish them all the very best in Northwest England. Because obviously they're watching live, brother.
Well, Dave, I'll tell you what, I'm looking at the same thing on my tablet here. 9 watching, and it started 27 minutes ago. So you and I have been going for 27 minutes. But if there's anybody that wants to say hello to W2YM or even G4UNB, if you're here, we'll do that. Might as well.
Yeah, I'll just give a pause.
Yeah, is there a W80 in there? Yeah, I heard you in Nevada, but you know what? Is there a way you put your mic in or compression up? You're giving me a decent signal, but you're kind of low on modulation. You hook that at W8 out there. Can you turn your mic in or your compression up? You're giving a decent signal, but the modulation's super low. Okay, I think it's a W8. Is it India RZ? Okay, let me see if I got this right. Is it Whiskey Alpha Zero India Radio Zebra? Very good for a mobile. What are you running for a mobile? Oh, TR7 Drake. Well, it's working for you. You're making it to Niagara Falls, New York. I don't know if you're Dave and they're from England, but you're making it to Niagara Falls. You got Mark here, by the way. You've got it. It's Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike, W2YM. Very good, Doug, out of Nevada. You made it to Niagara Falls, no problem with that R7, I think it was. Sounding good. Okay, that's no problem. You have yourself a good one, Doug. You still in there, Dave?
I certainly am, my friend, yes. Unfortunately, I wasn't working the guy in Nevada, but I was listening to him perfectly well through the video link.
Oh, okay, that's right. You can hear it through the video. That's right, live video through my speaker. I'm running that You know, these SP34s, they're tough to find. They didn't make very many of them, and they're very expensive, but they're beautiful sounding speaker. I think the next one I would take is probably the older SP20s. Those are nice sounding speakers too.
Yeah, G3MB. You remember when I told you I had the 101 Echo for years? And even when I got rid of that radio, I kept the matching speaker. It's a great speaker.
Oh yeah, yeah. It seems like those bigger speakers just sound so nice, don't they?
Yeah, they certainly do. And that speaker I have hooked up to my 7100. And it just gives a really good deep audio, a rich audio tone to it.
Yeah. Now the radio above you can see in the video is the 76 ICOM, and I put the SP23 with it, and I don't know. It sounds all right for what it is, but I would still rather have an SP20 or SP34. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a case of looking at and seeing, isn't it? To whatever we prefer, you know. But yeah, it's sounding great. And the audio sounds coming in from what I can hear on this sonic link. I can't believe it's come close to your YouTube before, man. Because I'm always watching stuff like that. I think you've got to do some better marketing, alright?
Right. We got somebody interfering with us here. I think Dave. There's somebody on the frequency. It's being used, but this is W2YM.
W2YM. There's somebody else right on the side of you from South America. I can't think of what.
Oh, what else is new? Who we got there? Who do we have there? Tell me that. What's your call?
Whiskey 4 Sugar, November Tango.
Oh, very good. You've probably been listening to me talking to Dave W2YM here. Where are you out of?
I'm out of South Florida, near Coral Springs, Florida, about 55 miles north of Miami on the East Coast.
Oh, okay. What's your name?
Name is Bert, Bravo, United Romeo Tango, over.
Oh, come back with the name. Just say the name itself.
Bert, Baker, United Romeo Tango.
Oh, very good, Bert. Okay, I hear you very well in there. Did you hear Dave? Can you hear Dave from England or no?
Negative.
Oh, negative. Okay. Well, he's watching my live feed. It's easier if I just give everybody their call, my call sign. They can look it up on YouTube, W2YM. You can even hear yourself in there if you want, Bert. I told Dave to do that, and he's enjoying it that way.
Yeah,
okay, I think you got
Dave, can you hear Bert in Florida?
Yes, I certainly can from Coral Springs. How you doing, Bert? If you can hear me, this is David, G4UMB.
Who's this?
Maybe he's not getting
No,
me.
it's a new one.
This one.
Yeah, he's talking to you. I don't know if you can hear him, Bert.
There's somebody just a little bit above you itself, and it's French, and he's over you itself. So I can share you on the spot, but your chances I'm not doing
It's easier if I give my call because they get fed up in Maccabee, so I just tell them to look up W2YM. Okay, Bert. Yeah, I guess they're just a hair above me.
Roger.
Yeah, Dave, we got somebody, I think Bert said maybe France. It sounds French or something, just a hair above us, so he's having a hard time pulling you out of there, Dave.
Yeah, no worries. I can hear him. He's not as strong as you, but he's about 5 and 3 with me, so I definitely can hear him, but there is a bit of 2AM on the frequency, you know. But anyway, yeah, he's definitely in there on my end, over.
Oh, yeah. Well, at least you're able to hear each other. It's just that that one there, just a hair above us, is just, killing in on us on 2400, I guess.
Well, we'll stand by, that's for sure. Over.
Yeah, Bert, you're giving me a heck of a signal. Am I giving you a decent signal down there in Florida?
Yeah, that's fine. That's 9 plus.
Yeah, you're giving me about 5 over 9, sometimes getting close to 10 over 9. Well, you could probably see it if you look up W2YM. I'm running a live feed right now on YouTube.
Well, we're 117 feet off the ground in a senior living facility itself. I have 2 verticals on the 18-foot balcony. Over.
Wow, I tell you, those verticals are working. That was almost 15 over that time. What kind of verticals you running?
They're MSG 1796s, and I'm feeding it with the American AL 811H, roughly about 550. Over.
Oh yeah, that's beautiful setup. Yep, 811. That's a pretty nice little lamp, aren't they?
Yeah, I've got the 572 today, which gives me a little bit more output.
Oh, it's because you got the H model, right?
Well, it didn't come with it itself. I was able to obtain a set of 4 572s, and I just exchanged them with the 811.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just running about 135 watts PVP, and I'm running the ICOM 7700 with the PR40.
This is a 7600.
Yeah, that's the one I'm thinking of buying again. I was just telling that to Dave because Dave in Florida is running the exact same reel. I had a couple of them over the years, and I just want another one back. I love the receive on them.
Well, there's a lot of complications on it, that's for sure. I've been screwing around with it. There's a lot of things that I still do not know what to do. The biggest thing is that it's got a recorder on it so you can play back, record your audio and then play it back to you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I never messed with the recordings on them, but I just love the receive and transmit on there, and it looks decent to scope. That's why I enjoyed it years ago.
Yeah. Let you continue on. We'll be listening when you're finished.
Oh, very good, very good. Yeah, I think Dave, are you writing to me at all on YouTube? Is that you writing, or is that somebody else?
Yeah, that's me. That was me in Germany. I don't know if you can see the little thumbnail photograph, but that was me some years ago in Germany holding the lion to a brother.
Oh, okay. Then I've got a Mick One out there. Mick One, I'm glad you're enjoying this this YouTube channel right now. We're talking live to Dave out of England, and we got Bert in Florida right now. But I think it's a Mick One, so I'm glad he's watching. That's nice.
Yeah, I thought it was that one. Probably might even have been you, I wasn't sure. But anyway, it's nice to know there's people watching and contributing, isn't it? So, yeah, it's good. I think it's great. Like I said, Mark, I don't know how I haven't come across your channel before now.
Yeah, I do quite a bit of live audio, usually when I'm calling CQ on 10 meters. I've done about 3. The last one wasn't too decent, so I shut it down because the propagation was good. But the 2 before that were it was pretty good. It was nonstop action.
Yeah, excellent. G4M, I look forward to looking up to, viewing some of your previous videos. I enjoy that kind of thing. I'll tell you also what I like watching. There's a fellow up in Canada, well, there's more than one, but there's one particular guy who does a lot of these parts on the air. And he puts out some really good videos. I'm just trying to think of his name. His name won't come to me, but I think he's a Victor Online, I think.
You being good? Uh-oh, the doggy's coming to say hello to me.
Oh, that's beautiful. I love dogs. I absolutely love dogs. So you got to tell me what's the dog's name and how old is it?
He's Thor. Thor is a 1 year and 1 month old.
Oh, he's a perfect blessing, yeah. Yeah, that's beautiful. Yeah, I love animals and I'm a big fan of animals, brother.
Oh, yeah, I think I heard somebody break in there. This is Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike. Go ahead.
Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike, W80IRZ7 Nevada. Your signal to me, S9+5. Over.
Yeah, I got you at a solid 9, and once in a while you're going a couple over there. You're sounding good. Who do you got out there in Nevada?
Yeah, this is Doug. I talked to you a few minutes ago. Over.
Oh, very good, Doug. Yeah, you're still sounding pretty good.
Yeah, you're sending great audio, great signal. Just wanted to tell you that. Standing by. Over.
Oh, I'm glad. Can you? You can't. I think you told me you couldn't hear Dave out of England, right?
All right. Over.
Yeah, come back with that. Can you hear him or not, or no?
Still not getting it. That's the good thing. Go ahead.
Yeah, I don't think he's getting you, Dave. You got Nevada out there. I don't think they're quite hearing you.
Yeah, I've worked in Nevada a lot of times in the past. It's just one of them things. Now I think today maybe the propagation is running a slightly different way. But you're holding on well, Mark. You're doing really well with it.
Yeah, this IMAX, I can't believe it. Just a fiberglass 10 meter antenna. I think it's around 21 feet, I think. And I've got it up on the tower, but off the tower, like I said earlier, I've got like 3 different wires, end feds for the other HF bands, and of course, I've got each one of them hooked up to a different radio. So you know how it is.
Yeah, I do, yeah. But I mean, your signal, I would sort of expect it from these guys that have these big towers and yards on them. But you're doing really good, your signal is, we have a little bit of USB occasionally. But by and large, you're like 5 and 8, 5 and 9 with it.
Yeah, well, if you're watching the video, you're at 9 and sometimes above 9 all the time, so you're doing fine. I'm not even running an amplifier. One of these days, I told the wife I'll have to save up for another amp. I had a couple of different amps over the years, and I don't know why I sold them. It's one of them things. I'm going, oh, why did I do that? But so far, it seems to be working well with just the radio and the antenna.
Yeah, W2YM for ID. Well, I have an amp. I've got the UK amp Ranger 801H, and I fitted new 570 volts in the 3811 tubes, and I put is it 570s? Yeah, 570B. And you just get a bit more reliability and a little bit more power. But I've not got the amp on at the moment. I'm just running straight from the 7600, so 100 watts, so.
Oh, yeah. I think I heard somebody else in there. This is W2YM. Go ahead. Did I hear another station in there? This is Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike. No, I thought I heard somebody in there, but yeah, Dave, it seems like your 76 is running well, and I know, we've got Florida there. He's running the 7600, and I think it was Bert, right, Bert?
Roger. That's what I'm running. I'm running about 600 watts.
Hey, Bert, you know something? I've had such bad luck, and this is an honest to goodness truth story. This happened late last year, 3 to 4 months before the end of the year, and I'm going to make it fast. Sad, but true. I'm not going to lie about it. I purchased a radio from a gentleman in Florida, and he put the radio in the wrong way, which I don't know how you can do, because there's indentation of the feet in the original box. It's easy to do. You take the feet and put them in those indentation in the original box. He put it sideways, and all the knobs were against the cardboard. And when it got here, all the knobs were loose. One was broke. One of the feet were broke. What a disaster.
Oh, that's disgusting. The thing about it here is that when I moved from their home, all my boxes and all my radios disappeared. When they had the garage sale itself, they didn't have brains enough to keep the boxes for me.
Well, I'm not done with the story yet, because I'm 0 for 3. That's the first story. The second story is I was buying one from a person. Well, I'll say person. I wouldn't say gentleman. A person. I should say scammer out of Nevada. And he scammed me, and he scammed a bunch of people on that 7600. So now I'm 0 for 2. And then I called HRO down in Texas. Nothing against Ed. Ed's a very nice person. Ed that works on the counter. He's just a salesman. I said, Ed, how's the 7600? He said, well, it looks fine. Nothing wrong with it. I said, okay. So I bought it. I get it. But the shipper who shipped it, because when I recalled Ed back, let me get it right. The upper right button on the 7600, if I remember right, it's the passband tuning and it's twin passband tuning, I think. Anyways, the upper right one, guess what it was? Loose. He put white styrofoam in front. You're not supposed to, when you ship these 7600s in the original box, you don't put nothing between the cardboard and the knobs. That's why there's a 2-inch space in between. You don't put nothing there. And Ed says he must not realize it. He said, don't worry, I'll give you your money back. So make a long story short, I'm 0 for 3.
Well, I don't know who that was itself, but that's the trouble itself. I hate it. I kept every one of my boxes for all of my radios. I've got a 7000 and a 207, and I've got lots of HTs here itself, but I have no boxes for them, and it really pissed me off.
Yeah, I've got a N2 FET. We are on 28400, sir. Watching my video, we're on 28400. Anyways, I think we had somebody calling in there. Did I hear somebody calling? This is W2YM. Boy, oh boy, Bert, I heard somebody in there throw out a call.
That was a foreign call, too.
Yeah, if there's a foreign call in there, this is Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike from Niagara Falls, New York. Go ahead, sir.
Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike, this is Golf 8 Whiskey Echo Golf.
Golf 8, I think it was Whiskey something.
It's Whiskey Echo Golf, how do you copy over?
Okay, we got a Golf 8 Whiskey Echo Golf. Is that correct?
Roger, that's correct, all right?
Yeah, you're going back and forth, not real strong. You're going in and out on me over here, but I'm able to hear you a little bit anyways. How you doing?
Okay, going down the Kilo Spike here at the moment. My name is Ken, Kilo Echo November. Located in central England, in the city of Birmingham, place called Howley, in the West Midlands.
Yeah, I've got you real low, Ken, out of England, Birmingham, England, I think it was. I've got you really low. I'm talking to another gentleman too, out of England. His name is David. His call is Golf 4 Uniform November Bravo. I'm talking to him, and I'm talking to Bert in Florida. But you're a little bit low. You're on the low side there, Ken. A little bit low. Let's see if you can get up there with the propagation. We'll see what happens.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to go. Thanks for coming back to the call. I have to go with back to location, but thanks for coming back to the call. You get your name. What was your name?
Yeah, Ken, you're giving me around 5'6". You're sounding better that time. Yeah, my name is Mark. It's Mark Alpha Romeo Kilo. Over.
Drop down to nothing.
Yeah, you dropped out. You're still there. You still there, Ken? Yeah, okay. And also, I've got a YouTube channel going live right now. I just put in my call sign, Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike. You'll see my live video I do on CQ for 10 meters. So we're still live going right now. Good meeting you, Ken. You have yourself a good day over there in England. Okay, Ken, 7-3s. You have yourself a nice evening coming up. Yeah, we got somebody tuning up, I think, there, Dave.
Yeah, GCMD. By the way, can I just give Bert another call? Because Bert's come right up on me. Are you receiving me now, Bert?
Hey, there you go, Bert.
WNB.
Yes, I am receiving you now. But there was somebody else that broke in that I'm not sure whether you can hear him.
Yeah, no, I'm not hearing them. And I couldn't hear the GA because he's in Birmingham and it was just not going to make it at the distance between us here on town. But you can signal now. 5657, Bert. Nice signal. Just give me your call sign, please, for the logbook.
Whiskey 4, Sugar, November, Tokyo.
Yeah, I got that 100%. Whiskey 4, Sugar, November, Tokyo. It just shows you, Bert and Mark. If we wait long enough, the conditions will change. And me and Bert made it, Mark, over.
Yeah, that's true. We're doing a three-way now. Isn't that nice for a change? It's been a while. I was waiting to see if Bert was going to catch you a little bit better. Now you guys are doing pretty good.
Yeah, we're probably throwing a carrier on me.
It's on the S9, Mark. Fantastic. Anybody who's seen you put that linear on, over?
Yeah, can you imagine if I still had an amplifier? Oh, my.
I know, it'd be an outrage. We'd have to buy new needles, I think. What do you say, Bert, over? How's things in sunny Florida?
Overcast, about 76 degrees. But I'm sitting inside watching the boob tube and talking to you. Very fine. Nice to hear you. Good S8 signal, over.
Yeah, you're a great signal. Very nice audio, too. And you do know, don't you, and I'm going to watch for Mark smile here, you do know that all the best amateurs use a 7600, Bert, over?
I did not know that itself, but it's a fabulous radio itself. It's really, I've had it for well over 10 years, and it's
You can
It's really too much for me. There's too many knobs, and I can really get screwed up at 85 years old.
I'll buy it.
And you're 85, congratulations. You don't sound anything like 85, my friend. You sound sharp as a button. Well done to you. And I guess once you set these radios up, and I bet Mark will agree with me, once you set them up, you pretty much can keep them in the same thing. Just do the odd tweak. I just use the twin passband quite a bit on my radio, but the rest of the settings are more or less done. But it's sounding very good indeed. And yes, Mark, I did see the smile. Back to you.
Yeah, if it's too much radio, just write me an email on QRZ there, and I'll take care of it for you.
Oh, thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. Well, I got a 7,000 here if you want to take care of that.
Oh, no, I'm looking for a 7600 to put on my shelf over here still. I haven't filled it all the way up yet, right, Dave?
Yeah, that's right, Mark. But you know what, Mark? You and I are similar in some ways. But one place I think we're different is if I like a radio, I keep it. I just buy another one as well, but I never get rid of the one I like.
Well, you know how it is. You sell to get another one. Sometimes I do that. I'll sell one or two to pick up one, and what a mess. But you are right. If I would have kept the radios I have, I wouldn't have enough shelves. I wouldn't either. Years ago, I had so many radios, it was nuts.
Yeah, I know, that can get a bit problematic, I know. I must say this, though, at one time, I had two 7400s, and I did sell one of the 7400s in order to fund my radio amplifier.
Yeah, you see what I mean? Sometimes you have to. Now, I know a friend of mine, he's having his SB220 looked at. I don't know if the guy's going to be able to work on him anymore because he had a stroke and now he's got some kind of heart condition going on, but maybe I'll buy his SB220. That'd be a nice amp.
Very nice indeed, yeah. I like the heat kits as well, and the ones out of Eastern Europe, they are very nice. The ACOMs, I like those.
Oh yeah, ACOM's nice. Now, Rich down at MTC in Texas, Bert probably knows him. He's selling those new, boy, oh boy. Bert, what's the name of those amplifiers he took out about a couple months ago?
I really don't know who you mean, other than the fact that I love this AL811H with the 572s in it. I took the 811s out and put the 572s in. It gives me a little bit more output.
Oh yeah, that sounds nice. But he's selling that European amplifier with the built-in tuners. And I asked him, I couldn't afford it; too expensive for me. But I said, how good are the tuners that are built with these amplifiers? He said they're good for 5 to 1. I go, wow, that's pretty good.
Well, look, they're all too expensive for me. I think this 7600 will go into doomsday with me.
Well, like I said, if you feel like selling.
Hey, listen, the way that Bert sounds, Mark, I think Bert will see the pair of us out there.
Yeah, we've got, let me see something. We got somebody here. San Antonio, let's see, NH7TR. NH7TR, thanks for joining us. You could always call in. I don't think you called in yet. If you hear us, you could always call us here. You got W2YM. I'm reading off the tablet here, gentlemen. Got some viewers watching, throwing their call signs out, but if they can hear us, they could always shout for one of us anyways. But yeah, the 7600, that's going to be, but you know, like I told Dave Burt, I said for the price they want for a used 7600, I could buy 3 new ones with warranties. I could either get the 7300, I can get the 710 Yaesu, I can get the FTDX10. I mean, I don't know. It's so hard. Do I get a used 7600 or do I buy something with a 3-year warranty? You know what I mean?
Yeah. How does this sound? I'm in a little on a Heil Goldline GM4 pencil mic. Over.
Yeah, it sounds real good. Not too bassy, not too treble. You're right in the middle where you want to be. How's this one sound with the PR40 Heil?
Oh, this is very good. Of course, I got a switch on it that I just picked off, and it's in the bassy mode. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's a little too much bass. You'd have to turn down the bass in the radio or something on the 7600 run that one. I mean, it sounds nice, but that's really bassy. How's the audio sound on my PR40?
Very fine. Hasn't really changed. Great audio.
Okay, just right amount bass in treble. It's just right.
Yes, sir.
It sounds good over in England, Dave.
Yeah, it sounds fantastic. Sounds fantastic. And I agree with Mark, but you're better off with the first setting, not the bassy one. You're sounding fantastic on the original setting, but really, really good over.
Yeah. Well, what I was on originally was a Heil headset with the little button microphone on it, but it was a Heil unit.
Roger on that, yeah, well, you're sounding good anyway now, so a little bit of QSB going on here. For a time there, Mark, Bert was stronger than you, over.
Oh, that's going to happen. He's running that beautiful 811H with the 572, and those tubes are really nice. They're a little bit stronger, and they can take a little bit more wattage. So that's pretty. I had one of them setups before, Bert. I had a 811, then I had an 811H with the 572s, and then I had two SB220s. I had a PW1, about 3-4 of those. I don't know why I get rid of things, Dave. That's not good.
Yeah, I made a mistake. I'm talking about the 572s in my I said 570s. I don't know what I'm thinking. I think I'm going bed mental. But yeah, I decided to take a chance. I ordered the 572s from China because they were a heck of a saving over getting them from the States or anywhere here in England. And they came, and it was a great service. It didn't take that long. I fixed them within 5 minutes and up and running. And they've been in this linear for about 5 years now, and they haven't missed a beat,
Well, I know when I had mine, I never really pushed it. I never did 800 pp. I would back it down so it would last. I'd probably do 550, 6 at the most. You know what I mean? So everything would last longer. You know, I don't know how you guys run yours, but that's how I used to do mine.
Yeah, W2YM and the group, for ID. And yeah, well, as you know, in England, we were limited to 400 watts for many years. And it's only in the last 12 months that we've been allowed up to a kilowatt. But me being me, old school, I stick to the 400. Maybe now, because it's legal, I can go up to maybe 500. But I stick to around 4. That seems to do the job of that.
Yeah, because, why push everything? You're not pushing. I bet you, how much wattage you run into your amp? You're probably not even pushing your radio.
Yeah, it's not on now. I'm just on 100 watts from the radio. But when I do the, say, 400, I push about 22 watts from the radio.
Yeah, see what I mean? You're hardly putting any wattage out on your radio, so the transistor is going to last a long time. What do you usually run yours, Bert? How much wattage you usually put out in your 811H? You still there, Bert?
Yeah, I'm here itself. I was talking at one microphone and not realizing that I changed back to the headset itself. But the 811H itself, that I'm happy the 811 with it itself only runs with maximum a little over 1,600 watts place voltage. And when I'm speaking itself and talking on the mic itself, I'm only getting about 300
Yeah, you're dropping down a little bit on me. So how much wattage do you think you're putting out? About 500?
Yeah, I'm about 550.
Yeah, see, you're not pushing it either. So both of these are running it right, because even though they're good for 800, why would you want to push them? All you're going to do is wear out your tubes faster, and what good is that? That means you got to spend more money.
Yeah, well, you drop down. I don't know what happened, but you drop down about 3, over.
Yeah, you're dropping 2 on me, about 3.5, 3.4. You're dropping down, but Dave's still running strong over there in England.
Yes, you're both doing okay with me. You're both doing okay. It's interesting, isn't it, how the skip changes. But so Bert's got the 811 as well. What can I say? Oh, you know what I can say, Mark? Imitation is the sincerest form of flattery. He's imitating my station at 85 years old.
Yeah, let me see something here. We've got that. Hang on one second, guys. Let me see this here for a minute. We've got, who is that? King, let's see. What is his call? NH7TR. Can you hear W2YM? I know we can't hear Dave. He must be hearing me, and I think he might be hearing Bert. But that King name on the tablet there, I think it's NH7TR. This is W2YM. I think I heard a Tango Romeo. Is that you, King? Yeah, the Romeo station. Go ahead. Yeah, I can hear you. Go ahead, King. We can hear you. This is W2YM Mark. We hear you. Go ahead. I'm barely getting you, but I'm hearing you. I think the call sign is, like you said, it's NH7TR. You're just making it to Niagara Falls, New York. Yeah, San Antonio, Texas. Rick, your son and good towards the falls. I'm running a live feed through YouTube. Just go to W2YM. I'm running a live feed right now on YouTube. So you're a little low, but at least you're making it here. That's the main thing. Three and a half watts on a military radio. What do you think of that, Dave?
Yeah, I was just looking at the photographs on his webpage. That looks fantastic. Have you seen it?
I haven't looked at any web pages. I'm too busy looking at a tablet.
Yeah, he's got a couple of photographs of that military gear. He looks really good. And he's on 3.5 watts. Wow. I usually get into Texas okay, but I can understand he's not getting me at the moment.
Bert, are you able to hear Rick over there?
Negative. I'm not hearing you. You're F1, F2, but Ken in England is got the F9, over.
Okay, you can't hear Bert in Florida? Oh, okay. Yeah, he can't. Yeah, Rick can't hear you there, Bert. He says he can't hear you. Maybe you guys are too close, Florida, Texas. I'm not sure. You guys might be going over each other. But then again, Rick's only running 3.5 watts, so maybe he's going over you, Bert.
Okay, well, I'm not hearing you. I'm not hearing you. You're just above the noise level.
Uh-oh, Dave. Bert can't hear me no more. Where's my amp? I got to borrow Dave's amp. Hang on, Bert.
Yeah, she's I'm still hearing both of you. And by the way, Bert, I'm not, did you say 10? I think that was the G8 that was on some time ago. I'm David, G4UNB, Bert, so yeah, you're S4 at the moment, but absolutely fully Tier 5. Absolutely fully Tier 5. Doing a great job, Bert, so
Yeah, well, you just came up to an F9.
There you go. What can we say? It's a bit erratic. And I don't know what's happened to Mark. He seems to have disappeared. I don't know what he's doing. I think he's firing up an amplifier or something. I think he's strengthening the electricity grid, because I think he wants to bang a few more watts out, so
Yeah, well, I love this amplifier. What can I say? I had an L-Con 80, whatever the heck it was, the big valve that we sent, but unfortunately, like a dummy, I got rid of it, and this was a total gift from another ham, over.
well, that's a good ham friend you've got there. And is it the Linear UK version, like mine? Mine's the Linear UK. And as I said to you before, or I said to the group before, the best thing with them is to get rid of the 811 tubes and put the 572s in, over.
Oh yeah, well I still have 2 sets of 811 that I got when I got the amplifier. The gentleman gave me another set of 811, and when I got the 572, I have another set of 811, so I have 811s as a backup. Over.
Yeah, well, you can't have too many. You can't have too many. I've got four. I've got four as the backup, you know, because you never know there. But the 572s, I got mine from China. And honestly, I was impressed because the price is a lot cheaper than if I was to source them elsewhere. Anyway, I think Mark's back now, so a bit of pass the mic back to Mark, or he'll be charging us going in to be on his frequency. Back to you, Mark.
Okay, I just got a drink of water real quick, so I was out of the picture for a couple seconds, but I want to say thanks to Rick for calling us anyways here, NH7TR. Rick, seeing on the tablet there, no problem. Glad to meet your acquaintance, and if you hear us again on here, I try to get on here when the propagation is open, Rick, so maybe if you hear me on again, I might be doing another live video like I usually do. Just say hello. Okay, Rick, it was gladly nice to meet you there. NH7TR, W2YM. Okay, 7-3s, Rick. Come back again sometime. Enjoy talking to you. That takes care of that, Dave. So, Dave or Bert, who's going to sell me their 811H? I need something over here.
Well, I couldn't afford the postage, so it'll have to be you, Bert, all right?
I'll buy Bert's radio and amp. We'll make one big deal.
Yeah, well, Bill would be off the air then.
Well, he's got an IC7000 over there.
Oh, he's got an IC7 private. Well, fair enough. What do you say, Bert?
Not until the sun goes down.
Not until it's a cold day in hell, I believe you meant, over.
Yeah, I guess he told me the way it was in a nice way.
Yeah, well, you know what a diplomat is, don't you? A diplomat's a person that can tell you to go to hell in such a way that you enjoy the trip.
No, I'm only kidding with you, Bert. There's about 2-3 of them for sale, but I just haven't jumped on them. I don't know. I have a hard time spending around $1,000 or more on even though I like the radio, it has nothing to do with the radio. It's the price. It's not the radio. I just boy, oh boy, like I said, you get 3 branded radios with warranties for that price, around that price. You know what I mean?
Well, you know, this radio was $3,000 when I bought it itself, and I see a lot of them on the internet itself from $1,800 to $1,300 for resale.
Well, I've been seeing them between 900 and 12 QTH and QRs, and they're between 9 and 1,200. But if you think about it, I'm going to spend $1,200. I can get a 7300. I can get a FTDX 710 and FTDX 10.
Well, but you got to be careful itself. You know, there are 2 different models for that 7300, and I really worry about because there's so many of them for sale.
Well, you know what it is? They're upgrading too. Don't forget, they're getting that 7610. If you look at my, you don't have I don't know if you have a cell phone or a tablet or a laptop, but you put in my call sign. I know Dave in England sees my 7610 above the 7700, but a lot of them are going to the 7610. You know, they're going to a little bit bigger rig.
Well, 7610 isn't that a 200 mile rig?
No, believe it or not, everybody wishes it was. A friend of mine, Gary in Wisconsin, W9DS, says I would have bought one if it was 200 watts, but I got a pretty good deal on this one. I bought it used, but it's the later serial number. It starts with a 2. So it's one of the latest models out, so I nailed it for the price.
Yeah, well, like I said, I found out that there were an American version and a Japanese version. And the Japanese version itself is 200 kc lower than the top end of the 40 meter spectrum.
Right. Now, most of the guys I know, when they're getting their new radios today, they're getting them with the Mars mod, which, of course, opens your transmit wide open for all frequencies and bands. So a lot of guys are doing that when they buy them.
Wow, I've never heard that before. But now we've been licensed since somewhere around 57, 58. So we've been around for a while.
Oh, wow. Yeah, me, oh boy. I got mine a little later. I was mid-90s.
Well, that's because probably you're a lot smarter than I am at 85.
Oh no, I bet you're smarter than I was. We didn't have to rip radios apart and put them together and make sure they work. I missed it, but you know what? I will say though, your era was tougher than mine, but my era was tougher than the new way because I still had to take 5 written tests: a novice, tech, general, advanced, and extra, and we still had to do Morse code, of course, write it down what we heard. Today, you just take 3 tests, you're done.
Yeah. Well, the big thing with that is that when I got my license, and my old call, my original call was Kilo 8 Sugar November Tango. When I moved to Florida, I found the Whiskey 8 4 Sugar November Tango open. So I acquired that, and that's what I've been having itself. And remember, it's a small, nasty transmitter because I'm just a little shit.
Oh yeah. I had a really cool advanced call. I probably should have kept it. You know why? I didn't upgrade to an extra call. This one I had to. What's that? It was a vanity call, but I wish I didn't get a vanity call. It would have been nice to see what my extra call would have been back in the mid '90s because they still had a lot of 2x1 and 1x2s at that time. But what happened is, you want to hear a really cool call sign? My advanced call. Now this is what I ended up getting. I didn't. This wasn't no, vanity call. It was. Let me get it right now. Kilo Golf 2 Charlie Quebec. Imagine that, KG2CQ.
That's a nice call.
Yeah, you know what the problem is? I'll tell you the reason why I got rid of it. Every time I said KG, I thought I pronounced the G pretty good, but everybody kept saying, oh, KB or KC. I'm going, oh, I can't take this no more.
Yeah, but everybody likes my call, small nasty transmitter, or sure nice talk.
That's a good one. Let me see. Now, Dave, let's see. He's got that UNB. Let's see. United Nations something. Oh, United Nation Brothers.
Yeah, you for UNB. And I was licensed with this call sign in 1983, and I taught myself the Morse code, 12 words a minute. I passed the Morse code, went into the amateur test, and ended up with the top license at the time, straight off. So when I went on the band, nobody knew what was me, over.
Oh, I see what you said. You got yours back in what, 83?
Yeah, 1983. Yes, I was alive back then.
Yeah, I was still living too. Matter of fact, I was in high school still.
I'm thinking, I must have come across a bit over the years, I don't know. But I'll tell you something funny. When I first got on the air back then in 1983, I was a very, very young man. And of course, you listen to these radio nets on 40 meters and 80 meters. And there were all these old guys, what we call over here G2s and G3s. And they were all talking about their ailments and the appointments to the hospital. And as a young guy, I'm thinking, what about that, what are they doing on the air? And now, as time has gone on, I think I'm turning into one of them, Noah.
Well, I'll tell you what, I know Bert, I know when he got his amateur, even his novice back then, or tech, or whatever it was back in those days, Bert, I bet you had to probably either put a radio together or fix your radio or something back then. It was pretty tough.
Well, I put a heat shift together to begin with. And then I went into a Twice 99er, which is a 6-meter unit, and went up from there itself. I had a 7400, and finally, like I said, there was a 46. I found 46, and there was another unit itself. And I found 76 that I had a Pro that I got. And then I got this radio itself, so I've had it for quite a long time. And it's been a godsend for me. Being a senior itself, not in a home, and being up on the 6th floor, which they gave me the advantage of putting these 2 vertical antennas up from 117 feet up off the ground. And of course, using this amplifier, giving me right now about 550 out of the amplifier. And of course, from the amplifier going to the Polestar AT2K, which I'm totally shocked about because now for one high blooded itself, it's up to close to $800 for the AT2K. And hey, this is my life itself. I don't go downstairs, I don't play cards, I don't play those stupid games that they have. And I have much more fun talking to people like yourself and England and France and Finland and Europe itself. So it keeps me busy for 4 or 5, maybe 6 hours a day. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, that's what's nice about the hobby, especially in your situation. It's nice that they allow you to put the verticals up even in those situations like that. Because I know when you go in homes with HOAs, oh, I hear these guys, especially down in Florida, screaming. They can't even, I think what it is, they're not thinking about the hobby. They're thinking about a home for them and the wife. And what happens is when they get an HOA, they can't put anything up.
Oh, that's terrible. I was living in an HOA and they didn't say jack beans to me because I was an original. I had two 8-foot sections of the tower and I had a pole on top of it. And what was called a MFJ 1776, which is a rotatable dipole, which is exactly the same radio, the same antenna that I have turned horizontally, and it worked like a charm itself. And then when I moved, I had to get rid of a lot of things itself, which I'm very much disgusted because I had somebody that was turning around and doing the getting rid of things, and they took things that were not there. I had a brand spanking new Astron 45 amp power supply that I had just gotten. Had $300 for it itself, and it was gone. Never used it in my life. Go ahead.
Oh, those are nice Astrons. Matter of fact, I got an older model. Of course, you can't see it in my video, but I've got the Astron 70M, and those are beautiful power supply. Even the 35, like yours, your 45, those are beautiful. Those Astron, they're heavy duty, regulated linear amplifiers. Those are probably, I'd say they're probably the best on the market. And I do have other ones besides the Astron. I've got a couple of different brands here too that I like, but you can't beat an Astron, especially if you run a small amplifier. You get the 70M, you can run 500 watts, believe it or not. You can run 500 watts no problem on a 70M.
Well, I've got a 70M brand new sitting here in the closet itself. I have 3 Astron power supplies, and the 70 amp power supply is brand new sitting in the closet here. Over.
Oh, geez, that's a shame. That's a beautiful. And if you're able, well, you already got an amp, but that solid state one that Ameritron makes, it's what, 500 watts. You can actually run that 70 amp on that 500 watts easy.
Yeah, but the price of most of this new stuff today itself will probably outlast me at 85. Over.
Oh yeah, and plus the price today of everything is just, to me, my own opinion is they're all out of their minds. The price of, well, I have to admit, the radios, the tinier radios aren't too bad, but I mean, example, Dave and I think we were talking earlier when we first started talking a while back here, the 7760 Icons with 200 watt radio. Now, if you got a small desk and you just want the head unit, that's fine, but I don't know very many people that want to mess around like that. Like me, I've got the Icon 7700. I like a big radio in front of me. I just don't want the head unit only. I just don't like it. That's just me though. And I've been doing a lot of searching around and listening, and a lot of people don't like that either. I don't know what Icon was thinking, but I'm not buying it, so I'm not going to worry about it, I guess, right, Dave?
Oh yeah, you're doing great with what you've got, Mark. It looks great, sounds great, and it's a proper piece of kit, as we would say here. That's just the way it is. But I was listening to you and Bert just before, talking about the HOA. I've seen YouTube videos about this. These HOA committees are like the modern day equivalent with the Starpos. Well, I've seen a lot of videos of him.
Hey, loose on the whiskey 7.
We got you, 7.
Yes, good evening, gentlemen. Mike Whiskey 7, Romeo Bravo Mike. Operator name of the site is Robert from UK.
Okay, Dave, can you please hang on 1 second, Dave? I think we've got Robert from the UK coming in. I think it's Mike Whiskey 7, Robert Bravo Mike. Is that correct?
Yeah, 100% copy on that. Very good afternoon to you. Good to make contact with you guys. Apologies for cutting the middle on the QSO.
Oh, no problem, Robert. Yeah, Dave, you probably couldn't hear Dave. He's out of England. G4UNB was talking. You probably didn't hear him. But I don't know if Dave can hear you or not, Robert. But your call sign is MW7RBM. Is that correct?
Yeah, 100% on that, 100%. We say operating from South Wales, UK. So your signal is, very good to me at the moment. I'll give you a report on the next over.
Yeah, you're 9+. You're just making it over 9, Robert, from Wales. And I haven't heard the Wales in quite a while, but I'm talking to, we got Bert in Florida and we got Dave in England. And now we got Robert in Wales. That's pretty good. And like I said, you're just a little bit over 9+. And I'm also doing a live video of this, Robert, on YouTube. And you just put the call sign W2YM, and then you'd be able to hear yourself. I think you can even do it later if you want.
Frequencies in use, man.
Yeah, okay. Can we call it 9559 to me at the moment? Your modulation is excellent. And what's your call sign there, sir?
Yeah, this is Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike, W2YM.
Yes, copy that. W2YM. They say making a fine trip at the moment on the operator name.
Yeah, what was that last part, Robert?
Yes, apologies. The operator name, you are?
Me? You didn't get my name. It's Mark. Mark Alpha Romeo Kilo.
Mark.
Yep, it's Mark. M-A-R-K. You got Mark in Niagara Falls, New York, Robert.
Right, and what's the name of your YouTube channel, huh?
Well, I do have a name for it, but it's a little, it's tough to get in sometimes. Just put the call sign and you'll find it. W2YM, Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike. Okay, Robert, if you can hear me, I'm going to have to let you go, Robert. You dropped completely out on me. You have yourself a good evening. 73s, Robert. You dropped right out, and I think we got a contact in there. Go ahead, contact. Oh, you mean the guy from Wales? Yeah, his call sign, I think if I had it correct, it's Mike Whiskey 7, Robert Bravo Mike.
Is that the one that had 3.5 watts?
No, you're thinking of Rick. That was Rick out of, I think he was out of Texas. He's the one that had 3.5 watts.
Okay, good. I heard the 3.5 watts. That was interesting. What was his call?
Yeah, that was Rick. His call was Nancy Henry 7 Tango Radio.
Okay, the thanks, Mark.
Okay, I appreciate you listening. We had another contact there. I think it was Juliet Yankee.
Mexico, Charlie, Japan, Yankee. Mike Charlie, Juliet Yankee, Sheffield, whatever.
Oh, very good. You know what? You're so loud and so screaming. The only thing I got is Juliet Yankee. And you're in England. You are screaming. I thought you were down the street from me.
And Mike Zero.
Mike Zero.
Yeah, okay, Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike, Mexico, Zero, Charlie, Japan, Yankee, and Zero, CJ. Yeah, okay, well, you've had 9 + 20 here. You know, we're doing it to the Alpha November. We're located 5 miles from the city of Sheffield, in the north part of England, back to you, over.
Sheffield, England. Very good. Very good. What was your first name again?
Yeah, the name is Italy Alpha November.
Okay, very good, Ian. Yeah, I got a friend. His name's Ian too. And like I said, you got Mark here. That's Mike Alpha Romeo Kilo, Mark, and then W2YM is the call. And we're located in Niagara Falls, New York. And I've been talking to Dave in England. His call sign is Golf 4 United Nancy Bravo. I've been talking to him, and I've been talking to also Bert in Florida. Now, I don't know if you hear Bert or not, but his call sign is W4 Sam Nancy Tango. And I've been talking to Dave and Bert for quite a while right now.
Somebody else is broke in there.
Is there somebody else breaking in? I don't hear him, but anyways, Ian, you're sounding good back here. You're giving me 9+ on my signal report.
Yeah, my Zara challenge you, and I can hear lots of people talking here. So, there's local time is going on for 20 minutes past 6 here in the evening. So how much longer the band will stop up. But yes, the other station wants to give me a call. I'll be okay, I think, because his name was there. I'm just logging your call sign in QRZ.com on the logbook. Hotel, Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike Zero, Charlie Juliet, Yankee.
Very good, Mike. 0 Charlie Juliet Yankee, sounding good. Bert, do you hear Robert?
Yes, I hear Robert. I'm not sure whether he hears me, but when he came back, I thought there was another individual that came in there. I don't know whether you said you didn't hear him, but there's a bunch. And my call is W4 Sierra, November, Tokyo. The other gentleman that broke in was 59+. Go ahead.
Yeah, were you able to, Ian, were you able to hear Bert or no?
Charlie Julia Yankee. Yeah, I can hear that now. Probably 59+. Whiskey 4, and then Sierra, November, Tokyo. Whiskey 4, Sierra, November, Tokyo. Mike Zero, Charlie Julia Yankee, Mexico Zero, Charlie Julia Yankee, in Sheffield, England. Roger, you're 5+10. 5+10 into southern Florida, on the eastern coast of southern Florida. And great signal. A little bit on the bassy side, but that's the way it is when you set up the microphone. Hi, go ahead. Yeah, Whiskey 4, Sierra, November, Tango, Mike Zero, Charlie Julia Yankee. Yeah, I'm going over the real basic voice here. I'm running TDX 800 watts at the moment with a Megatron 811 amplifier. And the antenna is the stereo 4-element Yogi to about 20 feet by sea level. Well, you're doing good yourself, but how much power are you running out of the Megatron? Yeah, 800 watts, 800 watts at the moment. Sorry, I did not catch that itself. We're running an 811H with the 572s in it, running about 550 watts, over. Yeah, okay. Yeah, running 800 watts at the moment, over. Oh, very good, very good. Anyway, thanks for coming back to us itself. Whether the other gentleman in England, it sounds like he was fading away. Go ahead.
Yeah, Dave, I've got him on the tablet here, Bert. I think he said we're fading out, but let's see if propagation's back. Dave, this is W2YM. You still in there? Hey, Bert, I think we lost Dave out of England.
Well, I think he's in there myself, but he's just at the bottom of the list, over.
Hey, Dave, we think we got you at the bottom. We can't pull you out, but hang on a few more minutes, maybe propagation to be coming back. We'll see what happens. But in the meantime, Mike Zero, Charlie, John, Yankee. Ian, you're sounding good out of England, I'll tell you that much. I thought you were down the street from me. W2YM.
Yeah, W2YM, Mexico, Zero, Charlie, Julie, Yankee. Yeah, I thought
was on the station in England in the back of the boat. It really weak, about 4 and 1, but I think it's still there. And yeah, I'm on this year, so that's 2 days 10. I'm running an American microphone, a Shure triple 4 Delta microphone, which I've had about 8 years now. I bought it from California, about 2 hours.
Oh, very good, and you're sounding very good. That Shure mic sounds good. I'm running a ICOM 7700 and a PR40 Heil microphone, and I'm going through, believe it or not, I'm going through an IMAX 2000 fiberglass 10-meter vertical up on a 30-foot tower. That's what we're running over here.
Yeah, it's working really well. Working on the iMics. I used to run one of those maybe about 8 years ago, and yeah, they work really well. And yeah, I'm a big fan of 10 meters. I've been running 10 meters for the past 40 years, and not missed a Super cycle yet, and this Super cycle's really good. I've been licensed since 1994 by Taylor.
Oh, very good. And I think that's around the time I was licensed, somewhere in the mid-90s, 95, 96 myself. So, hey, Dave, if you hear us in there, Bert and I said 7-3s, but if you can hear us later on, just come on back in. It was nice talking to you, Dave. W2YM. I see you on my tablet over there. Hopefully we'll hear you again in there. And your friend over there in Cleveland, Ohio, he's only 3 hours away from me. So if you hear him, you should be able to hear me, and I should be able to hear you again. So it was nice meeting you, Dave, if you still hear me on the frequency here. But Ian, you are sounding magnificent. That beam of yours, what do you run for a beam, by the way?
Yeah, I'm running a cellular four-element yogurt made in Italy. A cellular four-element yogurt, it's about 20 feet over here.
Okay, Dave, talk to you later.
They're not really expensive to buy, and I've just adjusted it and retuned it on the antenna analyzer, shot the elements of it for meters, the TV antenna really. But I might be able to hear G4UMB in Clitheroe, but I'm moving in that direction to work across the pond to hill, so they might hear me. That'd be interesting if I could work Lancashire on ground path.
Oh, very good, very good. Yeah, like I said, I'm doing a live feed through YouTube, Ian, on this video right now for 10 meters. I'm doing CQ, and I didn't get quite a few stations, but I had a lot of fun talking to Bert and Dave out of England there. So if you ever want to hear how you sound, just put in W2YM on YouTube. You'll be able to see this video later, even though it's live now. But if you wanted to check how you sounded, anyways.
Yeah, I'll follow the YouTube. I'm always following stuff on 10 meters on YouTube, like Ray New York, Whiskey to Romeo, etc. So, would it be okay if I gave G4UMB a call in Lancashire and Clitheroe, so you can hear me? It is about 120 miles away from me.
Are you talking about Dave?
That's Peter. I think if he says call from a go for uniform Mike Brother, Peter from England.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Okay. Yeah, hopefully one of these days we'll hear him on there. That'd be nice.
Yeah, G4UMB go for uniform Mike Brother, Mike Brother, Charlie, Julia, and I'll go care of. Yeah, did I get anything from the station in Lancashire? Yeah, if I tail from my Zero, Charlie, Julia, and
That sounds good, Dave. It was nice hearing you in there, Dave. If you hear me again, just give me a shout. I do allow live videos for 10 meters if it's open for CQ in that day. So we'll see what happens. Nice meeting you again. I'll probably hear you again sometime. Most of the time I'm on 28,400, about 90% of the time. So you'll probably hear me on there sometimes during the weekday or even on the weekends. So have a good one, Dave. Yeah, very good. I didn't hear the other gentleman you were talking to, Ian.
Yeah, I didn't hear him either, but sometimes we have good ground pass conditions on 10 meters and you can work.
Okay, thanks, Dave.
Off to the south of the country, just on ground waves,
Very good. Yeah, you never know how propagation is going to be, but of course he's. I don't know if he's running what you're running, big beams like that. You run a big beam and an amplifier, you get out quite a ways.
Yeah, Carlos, many thanks for the contact. We're about 1 hour after sunset here, and it's going on for 6:30 p.m. here in the evening. So I got in the log on QRZ.com, I also got there. Many thanks for the QRZ, I'm free. I'm Z like Claire.
Very good, Ian. Nice meeting you. M0CJY. Keep up the good work. You got a nice sounding station. At I think you mentioned FTDX10. That's a beautiful little radio. And I know the receive on there is beautiful too. I've seen a lot of them on YouTube. So 7-3s. Have yourself a good one, Ian. This is W2YM. Bert, are you still in there, Bert?
Yeah, Roger. Still here listening. He was doing a little saving, so I shut up.
Yeah, I know Dave. I've seen him on the tablet. He said 73 is nice talking to everybody. I think we lost Dave. He went bye-bye.
Sounds like I'm losing you, too.
Yeah, propagation is changing. This time of day, it's starting to change. Every 2 to 3 hours, it starts changing. Sometimes it gets better and sometimes it gets worse.
Yeah, when you drop down to 10 over to F2, F3, so maybe you ought to say good morning or good evening to you.
Yeah, okay. I always, for 10 meters, I was always told by older than me, I'll say the old timers said, always leave it on preamp 1. That's, if you leave it on preamp 1, that's the exact signal they're actually giving you on 10 meters. But on the other bands like 20, 40, 80, you don't need to do that. I go, oh, I never knew that.
There's somebody else on the frequency, so I didn't get much of that.
No, we got an Ola going on in there, that's for sure. Hey, Ola, if you want to say hello to us, go ahead. I heard somebody in the background breaking. Go ahead.
This is 2 Echo 0, Victor Delta X-ray, 2 Echo 0, Victor Delta X-ray, 70 miles north of London. Personal name Rob, and 2 of you guys are actually 5-7 in the UK. It's amazing tonight, and that's not back to you, sir.
Yeah, okay, Rob, I got you at 5757 here. Things are starting to change a little bit propagation-wise, but England's coming in very good today. And you got Mark here. That's Mark Alpha Romeo Kilo. Call sign is W2YM, and we're in Niagara Falls, New York.
Okay, Mark, fantastic. Yeah, I spoke to Whiskey X-ray 3 Bravo, and that was a 5-9 both ways. It's 5 to 6 hit the local time, and it's dropping off now. I just wanted to say, great to hear you guys, and it's abundantly great. Let's hope for the best for the next 18 months. Whole 781 microphone, genuine 100 watts into a Antron 99 redneck vertical right on the top of the birch tree, about 11 meters. Now back to you, sir.
Yeah, you just came up to a 9. What was the radio? I got everything but the radio. What was the radio?
He's calling on the frequency. The frequency's in use, madam, until there's a video.
Yeah, Rob, what was the radio you're using?
Is in use, madam. The frequency is in use. Mark, if you can still hear me, I used to run the IMAX 2000. I've even better times on that. But I've got a station now on the same frequencies from Europe, and she's walking you out. So I don't know whether you can hear her, Mark.
Yeah, maybe she just wants to say hello real quick. The female, the lady out there, give me your call sign. This is W2YM.
Roger, man. Yeah, just you're right, Friday, all Friday now. I just wanted to say thank you. It's been lovely to hear you guys, and we'll catch you. W2YM and yeah, well, yeah, the way they told me about a station in Brazil, a proper station,
Okay, you got blessed too, Rob. You have yourself a good one, Rob. Have a good evening. This is W2YM. I think I heard Ian. Are you still in there, sir? Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm still in there, and we got to yeah, the way there was a station in Brazil, a proper fire station, 20 dB, so I'm losing you. If you can hear me, guys, press 7 please, and we'll catch you later.
Okay, 7-3s, Rob. You said she was a Papa 5 station. That Papa 5 station, this is Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike. Do you hear me?
Mike, if you hear me, to make it disconnected with me, 7373, W2YM.
Okay, I think that was Bert in there. 7-3s, Bert. Have yourself a good evening. W2YM. Papa 5 station. Are you still there? This is Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike. Yeah, Ian, I'm not hearing her right now unless you are.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I'm moving west at the minute. I'm moving west south to move the beam south, and I might lose you. Sort of sure what to do with it. Send the beam south and try where the Brazilian station over.
Yeah, I did hear her in the background one time when you mentioned her. I did hear her in the background, but maybe she ended up moving because somebody said that. I don't know if it was you or the other guy said it was in frequencies in use, so she probably took off.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll try clearing it. I'm just reading the beam south anyway. And see what's coming from South America. Now this time of the evening in England, the bank closes across the pond and we start picking South American stations up about 4 minutes or so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're giving me, hey, by the way, you're still giving me about 10 to 15 over, sounding real good. But I'll do a couple more CQs and then I'll call it a day. I'll see if anybody else is out there and see what happens here.
Yeah, okay. Thank you, Tim. We'll catch you further down the road. Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike. Mike 0, Charlie Juliet, Yankee Claire, 7-3.
Okay, Mike 0, Charlie, Juliet, Yankee. Ian, you have yourself a good one. Thanks for the help. 7-3. This is W2YM.
I still do, you know, G4UND.
Okay, somebody heard me in there. Let me see who that was. Let me see. Is that Nevada? Who was hearing me out there again? Who was that?
Yes, David, G4UND. You come back up on the mark. Just wanted to say thank you very much for the nice chat. I've just been waiting for the propagation to come by so I could sign off properly, all right?
Oh, there you are, Dave. You're sounding good. See that propagation? Just give it a few minutes and sometimes it swings right back in order again.
Yeah, exactly right. It's like the weather, isn't it? Leave it 2 minutes and it'll change.
Oh, yeah, I think Bert just signed off. I think he signed off. Can you still hear me, Bert? I know I was going down on him pretty good, I guess.
Yeah, but if you can hear me, 7-3 to you. Nice to get you in the log. And I was going to say also, man, the M0 that was mentioning me earlier, he got my call sign wrong. He said Uniform Mike Bravo. I wanted just to correct him. It's Uniform November Bravo. In case, you know, he was going to look me up.
Oh, I think he was out of Nevada, right?
No, he was an M0. He was in England. He said he was about 20 miles from me.
Oh, okay. Well, that was probably Ian, right?
I think it was Ian, yes.
Yeah, Ian, are you still there? He might have turned the frequency real quick, but if I hear him in there, I'm going to let him know.
Yeah, thanks very much, Mike. I just heard him mention me about Lancashire, and he said the call sign wrong, and I thought, oh no, you know, because there is a G4UM near me in Lancashire, so he might get the wrong guy.
Jeez, that wouldn't be good, I'll tell you that much. But no, I'll have to, if I hear him in there, M0CJY, you still there, Ian?
Yeah, well, my favorite Charlie Julie, okay. Yeah, I'm still in, I'm doing myself now. I moved to Birmingham to South America. You still got there,
Yeah, I still copy. I meant to say, I think you got Dave's call sign out of England wrong. It's Golf 4 United Nancy Bravo. Over.
Okay. Go for United Nancy Bravo. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's Golf 4 UNB. That's correct.
Oh, yeah, I'll go on that. I'm here now, yeah. Yeah, do you want me to give him a call and move the beam back to the northwest area?
Yeah, he's in England, just like you are. You guys are both in England. Are you able to hear him, Dave?
W2YM, I think I can kind of tell he's there, but I'm listening on your video link. But give him my regards anyway, and tell him I moved to where I am now 5 years ago, and before then I was living in Ratcliffe near Bury. Tell him Ratcliffe near Bury, I'm sure he'll know it, alright?
Yeah, Ian, he used to live near Barry. You know where Barry is, right? I think he was turning the beam. Maybe if he turns the beam towards you, you might be able to hear him.
Yeah, wait him to turn his beam.
Mexico, very Charlie Jupanyanka. Yeah, just move the beam back west. Yeah, I've got him, David. Go far, uniform November, Bravo. Go far, uniform November, Bravo. Mike Zero, Charlie Jupanyanka. Mexico, Zero, Charlie Jupanyanka. Helicopter Dave from here in South Yorkshire, over.
Yeah, he's Golf 4 United Norway Bravo.
Yeah, correct, I got that. Go far, United, Norway, Bravo. Go far, uniform November, Bravo. Mexico, Zero, Charlie Jupanyanka. Go far, uniform November, Bravo. Mexico, Zero, Charlie Jupanyanka. Helicopter, over.
I'm listening on the video, hang on. I can kind of tell he's in there, but I couldn't work him, Mark, over.
Yeah, Dave, what part of England are you in, Dave?
Yeah, I'm in Nelson in Lancashire. Nelson in Lancashire, alright?
Yeah, he's in Nelson. You know where Nelson is, don't you, Ian?
Yeah, okay, so I know where Nelson is. I can hear him, he's in the back of the road here, he's about 4 and 1 here at the moment. But I can hear him over.
Yeah, he's running. I think if I remember right, Dave's running a vertical like I am.
Yeah, that's correct, I'm on virtual. I think Ian's on a beam, isn't he, Mark?
Yeah, Ian's on a big beam over there. Yeah, he's on a beam running an amplifier.
Yeah, you tell him he's spoiled. Tell him he's spoiled, Mark, alright?
Yeah, what was that last part, Dave?
Yeah, I said tell him he's spoiled. He's got a beam, over.
Oh, yeah, he's got the beam. He could be shooting over your vertical. Ian, I think you're shooting over that vertical of Dave's.
Yeah, I'm going to say, yeah, well, yeah, I can hear him there. Suppose that sounds like I could probably hear him as well. Probably have a kill at that, I don't know. I don't know if he's hearing me, like I said, I'm probably shooting over him. Yeah, that's how I'm saying that. I'm just going to have a turn around and see what else is happening, and it's been working everybody on 10 meters today. So 10 phase and your signal's holding up really well. 10 phase on my goal, Charlie Julie Yankee.
Okay, Ian, you have yourself a good evening. 7-3s, M0CJY. This is W2YM. 7-3s, Ian. Have a good night. Okay, Dave, are you still in there?
Yeah, I'm still in there. I've got you quite well, actually, right now, Mark. It's surprising because we're going into the grey line here.
You're 9+, 9+. Woo.
That's amazing. That's amazing. You know what's strange? And we know why, of course, being on HS. But you've got Ian about 20 miles from me, and I can just about tell he's there, but I can't with him. And you're about 3,000 miles, and I'm getting you 5 and 9, or?
Yeah, but I'll tell you the truth. It's a huge difference when a friend of mine switches over to his beam. I can barely hear him, and he's not that far from me. He really isn't. He's probably, oh boy, let's see. He's in. Let's see. I'm trying to think. He's not too far from me at all. But you once he switches his vertical over to the beam, I can barely hear him.
Yeah. Hey, wasn't it nice to with Bert before? And I'll tell you what, Bert doesn't sound anything like 85, does he?
No. Bert's just happy to have his antennas up over at his place because he's in a really sticky situation. But lucky he's up on the 6th floor where he can get his verticals up.
Yeah, no, I was gonna say actually that with him being up on the 6th floor, that's totally equivalent to him having like a 50-foot tower, isn't it?
Oh, you even with a vertical, you better believe it. I mean, when you're that high up, what was he, 100 and some feet up in the air?
Yeah, so it's even higher than, yeah. I suppose he probably just gets a slight problem the other side of the building, you know, the wrong side of the building, right?
Oh yeah. I imagine they probably, like he said, he don't play cards and carry on with all the other people in that place. He just likes to do his own thing, and that's amateur radio.
Yeah, you're sat in the room again with me, Mark. That's amazing that he's come right up. You sat right next to me. In fact, do you want to make me a cup of tea, huh?
Yeah, I got decaffeinated green tea over here.
You know, it's the first time ever that I tasted iced tea. I was in Nebraska visiting some friends of mine, and the weather was 105 degrees in Nebraska summertime. And then my wife's friend said, do you want a cup of tea? So I said, yes, of course, thank you. I was expecting it to come hot with milk and sugar. And she gave me this iced tea. But I tell you what, it was very nice.
Yeah, I drink that green tea, decaffeinated. I can't have caffeinated stuff. So I drink the decaffeinated green tea nice and warm. You know, I just put a little bit of milk in there and I'm good to go.
Oh, yeah, you can't beat a cup of tea. I mean, you know, the two things, if you're English, there's two things by law that you have to have. You have to have tea and you have to have an umbrella.
Well, I don't know. Like I said, my grandfather, my dad's father was from Scotland, so I think they drink tea over there too, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, yeah, no, but they have haggis, don't forget. They have haggis, and the men...
Oh, that's right. Those kilts, you know, they get in the way of their...
You know, it's true that the traditional way to wear a kilt, you have no underwear, right?
Well, that's why they don't want nothing in the way. They got things, you know.
Yeah, but you know, there's a lot of thistles in Scotland. You've got to be careful.
Hey, you know, when they went to war years ago, not with England, of course, but when they went to war with other countries, they heard, well, I saw a movie on it once. They had the bagpipers out front. And this was a real story. And they had the bagpipers in front, which I wouldn't want to. I'd rather be in the back with the guns, but they put them out there to scare the other armies that they're going against. And I'll tell you what, that they couldn't understand what that noise even was.
Oh, I know, I've seen them. And by the way, they went to war with England many times. They went to war with England many times. You should look up the Battle of Bannockburn. And of course, what was he called? What was he called? Rabbi somebody or anyway, some Scottish guy. But traditionally, they have a rivalry with us, you know. And it's all good fun. It's all good fun. But certainly, the traditional, we have the bagpipes, which make a heck of a racket. It sounds like the song in a cap, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah. Now, I know they're in a different country. It wasn't even England. It was a different country they're fighting. And when they heard the bagpipes, they go, what in the world is this? I think it was scaring them more than anything.
Yeah, well, the English called them the devils in skirts. That's what we called them. The devils in skirts, so
Well, believe it or not, if the rest of, I hate to say this though, which is true, if the rest of Scotland would have followed Wallace, they would have beat the King of England at that time. But they didn't do it because England, the king was promised them certain different lands they can have more of with a certain type of the Scottish guys over there. I'm going, oh my gosh, those guys would have backed up Wallace, England would have been done.
Yeah, you're not wrong there. And of course, we have our skirmish with you guys back in the day, 1776, was it Mad King George III? Mad King George III. Oh dear. But mind you, I might be getting old, but I wasn't born then.
Of course I wasn't, but you know, I love history, and it's right down my alley. Did you know you guys burned down the original White House? Did you know that?
Yeah, but we had it, was it not the French as well? If I can blame the French, I will.
Hey, you guys burned down the original White House. Now we probably need a new one anyways.
Yeah. I love America, I'll tell you. I've been over to America a couple of times. I've been in several states. I've got friends over there. Matter of fact, my friends in Nebraska, they're always asking me to go and live over there. You know, so we never know these days. It could be a November 0.
Hey, you never know. Get a different call sign and be good to go. But you know the worst war that we ever fought in, believe it or not, you might know this, but was the oh man, I'm getting tired. Not the British, the Yankees versus the South. That was the worst war. We killed more men in that war than we were even in World War II. Isn't that a shame, killing off our own men like that?
Yeah, I know, the Civil War, yeah. You know what I observed as well? It's a strange fact. I suppose it depends on the subjectivity, but to me it's a strange fact. The guys that wore the best uniforms always seem to win. I prefer what do you call it, the Confederate uniform, the grey uniform. It looks nicer, in my opinion. But of course, the Yankees won that one, which was a good thing, because it meant the Lincoln and it meant the end of slavery and all of that stuff. But, and also in the Second World War, the Germans, they definitely have the best uniform, but they lost as well.
Well, believe it or not, I'll tell you why the Yankees won is because we had more. We ended up getting more cannons made up, and that just terrorized the South. They couldn't keep up with our artillery. We got, you know, when you start getting cannons in play back in the day, that's you can't beat cannons. That's like somebody with tanks and nobody else has a tank. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's where you get the phrase cannon fodder from, isn't it?
Oh, probably. Those cannons back in the Civil War is what wiped out the South. I don't care what they say.
Yeah, no, terrible histories everywhere. I mean, we have a civil war here also, of course, which ended in King Charles I being beheaded, after his defeat to Oliver Cromwell back in the day, you know, back in the 17th century. So, I mean, we've had our share of that as well.
Well, look at the Roman Empire. Didn't the Roman Empire take part of England?
Say again?
I thought didn't the Romans take part of England years ago? I thought they did before they got shoved back out of there.
For a long time, yes. We still have Roman roads here,
Isn't that something? Yeah, I love history. I can't remember all of it anymore, but that used to be my favorite subject is history.
Yeah, mine too, actually. History, geography, and RE at school. I used to like that. History, geography, and religious education. I used to excel with all those three. And I really like it. It's fascinating. And without being too political, I'm hoping we can get a little over Cromwell over here.
Oh, yeah, I know Canada. They got to get rid of that Trudeau. I think he might have stepped down. I'm not sure. I haven't been up to date with Canada over here in the last week, but I heard something about Trudeau might have stepped down. That they just, you know what it is? You know, everybody tries to blame Trump for this and Trump for that, but did you know even Canada, they owe $200 billion. Everybody owes us billions of dollars and nobody's paying us back.
Yeah, you see, Trudeau stepped down, but they just replaced him with somebody even worse, with Carney. Carney, who's an absolute globalist. And by the way, whatever you hear on the mainstream media, I can assure you, most of the people in England like Donald Trump, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, hey, let's see what we got on the tablet here. M0CJY Hey, Ian, thanks for saying hello. And if you want, next time you see me on here, you can just say hello real quick. Yeah, he wrote me on the tablet over there, Dave.
Yeah, we've got somebody from Canada, Mark, if you'd like to bring them in.
Now, I'll tell you the truth. I can't believe how well Eamon's coming in. Usually you might hear somebody once, and then I usually get everybody from the United States and Canada coming in. But Eamon today is just roaring in there. Even Wales. We got Wales today. We got Robert, MW7RBM. He came in from Wales today.
Yeah. I've only I heard somebody from Canada just before calling in, Mark, right?
Yeah, what was that? You dropped down just a little bit, Dave. What was that?
Yeah, sorry, you're double with Mark. The Canadian station. Go again, please. This is W2YM, alright? Yeah, Victor Echo 3, I'm just typing in, I think it's Mike Zulu Charlie, I don't know, Mike Zulu Juliet, sorry, Mike Zulu Juliet, Mark, and I think you said your name was Jim, I'm just looking it up, yeah, there you go, Jim, I got you. You're about 5 and 7 with me, Jim, and do you have a copy on Mark? W2, no, I forgot. W2YM, I was getting your ghost on Mark. Do you have a copy on Mark also, Jim? Okay, thank you very much. I'll have to relay that, Mark. Now, do you have any copy on Jim? He's not hearing you at the moment, but he's got a 5 and 7 on me. And his call sign, Mark, is Victor Echo 3, Mike Zulu Juliet. Do you have a copy on him, Mark,
No, it's like mumbling in the background on my noise. He's super, super low. But what was it? Victor Echo 3. What was the rest?
Yeah, it's Victor Echo 3, Mike Zulu Juliet.
Now, is that the Jim that lives in Ontario that drives a dump truck?
Jim, I hear the Jim, Mark's asking me, I hear the Jim that lives in Ontario and drives dump trucks. Okay, thank you, Jim. I'll just relay that. No, Mark, he does live in Ontario, but he doesn't drive dump trucks. He's actually an electrical inspector of a Mark.
Oh, okay, Dave. No, I know a Jim in Ontario. I haven't talked to him in quite a long time, so I thought, is that Jim in Ontario? But I would have heard him a lot better than that. So he must be a little bit farther away than near the water, I think. Because I'm right across from the river, from Canada.
Yeah, Mark, okay. Yeah, Mark was just saying, Jim, that he does know Jim in Ontario, he's also might be him. But what I suggest, Jim, is this, like we've done several times on this live stream, if you can sort of wait a few minutes for the propagation to change, and you'll probably get Mark coming in. So with that, Jim, I wish you 7-3 for the moment. I hope you stay in there. Thank you for coming in. I agree with your sentiments on the situation up there in Canada. We like you guys in Canada also, by the way. We do like you. We're glad to see the back of Trudeau, but we're not glad to see the front of County, Jim. So just pass it to you for any comment, and then I'll pass it back to Mark. This people feel like we can go fully in Virginia.
Yeah, we'll get right to you. Yeah, frequency to use. Who do we have there? Yeah, who do we have there? Go ahead. What's your call sign?
Mike 0 Tango X-ray Tango.
So you got Mike 0 Tango X-ray Tango. Is that correct?
Yeah, David in Glasgow here. David in Glasgow, Scotland, Roger.
Okay, David. Hey, Dave, G4UNB. Hang on one second, Dave in England. We've got Dave MM0TXT, and he's in Scotland. And my grandfather was born in a little town south of Glasgow. Boy, I don't know what that was. You still in there, Dave?
Yeah, I'm still here. You're 58, 59 here, Roger.
Yeah, you're 9+. You're just hitting one of my red bars over 9. Sounding good, Dave. From Glasgow, Scotland, you got Mark in Niagara Falls, New York. We are live on YouTube.
All right, okay. What's the call sign, Roger?
Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike. That's W2YM.
Okay, Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike. Yeah, I'll have a look on YouTube and see if I can hear you guys, Roger.
Oh, you're sounding beautiful. Yeah, I just put in W2YM. We're live right now, and you're coming through my SP34 speaker like you're down the street from me.
Yeah, we're in Dallas at the moment, only using a homemade Moxon, Roger.
Yeah, you're sounding good. Let me see if Dave in England. Dave in England, can you hear Dave in Glasgow?
Yeah, I'm only hearing him through the live stream.
Oh, you're hearing him through the live stream. See, you're coming beautiful through my SP34 there, Dave, out of Glasgow.
I think I can see a channel. I just need to look for yeah, I can see it on here, yeah. I'll have a wee look at that. I can hear the station at the bottom of the box here coming through, but I could never make contact with you,
Yeah, Dave said he can't quite hear you, but he's hearing you, well, maybe through the live feed he's hearing you. That's about it. You know what I mean? Yeah, now, Dave in England, are you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. You're coming
Dave in Glasgow, Roger. 78 IRZ still there.
Yes, Mark, I'm still here.
Okay, Dave in England. Yeah, we got Dave in Glasgow. That's Mike 0 Tango X-ray Tango, his call sign is.
Yes, you put your damn not hearing him apart from through the live stream, Mark.
Yeah, now, Dave in Glasgow, what are you running for radio and antenna?
It's an Icon 7300 with 100 watts, and the antenna is a homemade Moxon, Roger.
Very good, the 7300. Those are good sounding radios. I'm on the ICOM 7700 with a PR40, and believe it or not, I'm not even on a wire today. I'm on my IMAX 2000. It's a fiberglass vertical antenna. That's what we're running.
Oh, fantastic. Well, you're 10 over 9 that last over. 10 over 9, 10 over 9, and your audio perfect service.
Oh, that's good. 10 over 9, I'm running about 135 watts. Yeah, I'll tell you what, like I told Dave in England over here, I'm getting everybody from Wales and Scotland now, and I'm getting everybody from all over in the UK for some reason. It's unbelievable today.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, it sounded really, really good. Hopefully on the contest it's 10 get us as active and bouncing. Yeah, I'll sit back and let you have a conversation with other guys, Roger.
Okay, I appreciate it, Dave. MM0TXT, thank you very much for stopping in. Like I said, you got Mark here, W2YM. We're in Niagara Falls, New York, and I've been talking to Dave up there in England quite a bit today, G4UNB. And I've been talking pretty much for a couple hours. Yeah, we'll see what happens. I think we're around, 4 Eastern, I think it is right now. 4 Eastern in New York here. So 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That's not bad.
Yeah, no problem. I'll just look for your channel, W2YM, and you're live streaming just now, Roger.
Yeah, it's Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike. Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike. So you should see me. There should be a live stream on there.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the live coming up. I can see some of your posts. Yeah, I'll have a wee look down round about YouTube here, see if I can find you, Roger.
Yeah, if you can't get on W2YM, you can also look up Mac. That's Mac Alpha Charlie, Mac, and then the and symbol, like on a keyboard, the and symbol, and then put in V, Bravo, Echo, Echo.
Yeah, no problem. Fine. No problem. Thanks so much. Sounding great. Absolutely sounding great. Yeah. Okay, sit back and what do you think? Thanks so much.
Okay, Mike Zero Tango X-ray Tango. Thanks for stopping in. It's good hearing you in there. Probably hear you in there again sometime. 7-3 for now. You can be on the side, I think you said. So we'll hear you again probably. This is W2YM. I think we had a contact in the background.
Roger. W2 Yankee Mike WA0IRZ Mobile 7 Western Utah. Mark, I've been listening to you for 3 hours. You're booming in here. Just had to stop by. Still on frequency. Over.
Oh, Utah, I appreciate that. I got Whiskey Alpha Zero. What was the rest?
India Radio Zebra. India Radio Zebra. Over.
Oh, very good. India Radio Zebra. That's no problem. You've been listening. Let me see. I've been on for, boy, it says on my tablet 2 hours, but I've been mostly talking to Dave out of England, G4UNB, and I talked to Bert for quite a while, W4SNT out of Florida, but he had to leave. I think he was losing us, but so you've been listening to Dave and I for quite a while, huh?
Roger, Mark, I've been listening to you for 3 hours. I'm I-80 eastbound at 80 miles an hour. I'm 100 miles west of Salt Lake City. And you're hitting 20 over S9. Over.
Wow, 20 over S9 on a stock radio and a PR40 microphone on a vertical antenna. That's not bad.
It's not bad at all. It's really good. So, I'll be at my home CCH tomorrow, then I'm going to send you a QSL card. Over.
Yeah, that sounds good. Me, I got to get some QSR cards made up, but you could still send yours, and I'll send one back as soon as I get mine in the mail.
Yeah, Roger. You go ahead. I'm reading the mail, but I only hear you. I never hear any English. Over.
Oh, okay. You're not hearing Dave or Robert or Ian in England, all different ones. I had Robert over in Wales, and then I had another person. I got it written down here, but we're getting Scotland, Wales, and England, and like you wouldn't believe.
Yeah, when Canada's open, there's nothing better, Mark. Over.
Yeah, what was your name, by the way?
Sergeant Delta Oscar United George. Over.
Okay, Jack, that's very good. Okay, I appreciate it. Just keep on listening. I'll be on just for a little bit more, so maybe you'll hear somebody else coming into me. I'm glad you're 10 over 9 sometimes, so you're doing well on that mobile.
Yeah, thanks, Mark. Appreciate that. The only station I heard was that 3.5 watt mobile out of Texas. Over.
Oh, okay. Very good. Yeah, I appreciate it. Just keep listening. I'll do some CQ in here, and I think Dave still might be in there from England, so we'll see what happens. I appreciate it.
Roger, you go ahead. WA0IRZ.
Ian, how you doing? You got Ian in there? Sounds good, Mac. Okay, I appreciate you listening, guys. Yeah, Dave on G4UNB, you still in there?
Yeah, I'm still here. You can't get rid of me.
Okay, there was a Julie over.
Yeah, Jack, I appreciate you listening. I got a hold of Dave now in England over there. How things going in England over there, Dave?
Yeah, it's not to me, Mark. It's not to me, it's someone else.
Oh, we got somebody else in there. Go ahead, W2YM. We're getting some QRM from another frequency here. I don't know if they're above or below us, but somebody else is right near us. We got a Germany 8. Go ahead.
Germany 8 The call sign's red and the name's Mike. Go ahead.
Okay, is that Golf 8? And I got Lima and I got Sierra, but I think there's a letter in between the L and the S, right?
Yeah, that's right. It's LES. Go ahead.
LES, so we got G8 LES. How are you doing?
Yes, it's fine. You've got a fighting seven with me. And 35 miles north of the South Coast. So there we are. And we're in the wind and water.
Okay, what country are you in? England? Oh, wow, another England station. Golf 8 Lima Echo Sierra. Very good. Well, you're coming in pretty decent. A little low, but not too bad. Like I said, we're in Niagara Falls, New York.
it's dark in England now, so I was expecting the band to disappear, but it's still keeping going. Go ahead.
Yeah, you just came up to a 7, almost an 8. What was your first name?
It's Mike. The call sign is Meg, but the name is Mike. If you do wrong with it, there you go.
Okay, very good, Mike. Very good. Like I've been telling everybody, I usually live stream this 10 meters when I'm CQing and having a pretty busy day here. And plus, I was talking to Dave up in England. He's still out there. Golf 4 United Norway Bravo. He's still in there. But I appreciate it, Mike, for giving me a call. I appreciate that. Okay, I appreciate that. 73s you're dropping on me, Mike. So you have yourself a good evening. This is W2YM. G4 UNB. You still in there? Yeah, you're only giving me a 3 with my preamp on 1. You're giving me a 3, so we'll see what happens here. Yeah, we'll see how long you can hang in there for, but I'll do a couple more CQs and see if we can do something here. CQ10, this is Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike. Let's see, we got a Kilo Juliet 5. What was the rest?
Delta Uniform Lima. Kilo Juliet 5, Delta Uniform Lima.
Very good. How are you doing?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
Where are you located?
This is Juliet India Mike in Texas. You're about 5 and 7 with a lot of QSB.
Yeah, this QSB just started. I didn't check to see if it was below or above us, but just started in, I noticed. But you're sounding good back here.
I lost you there.
Yeah, Jim, you're giving me about 10 over 9. Over.
Roger. I'm losing you in and out of the QSB, but when you're there, you're a good 5 and 7, 5, 8.
Yeah, one of these days. I told Dave in England, one of these days I'll have to give me another amplifier, maybe even a small amp that might help out with this QRM.
Roger. Well, listen, I've been listening on you. I can hear some of the people you're talking to, but not all of them.
Oh, okay. Well, I've been getting quite a few from Texas. I think the most today was from Texas and England so far.
I heard the England.
Oh, can you hear Dave in England over there?
I heard one of them.
Yeah, Dave, can you hear Jim in Texas? His call is Kilo Juliet 5, David Uniform Lima.
Yeah, I can tell he's there. He's about a 4 and 2. Is he getting me, all right?
He hears you 4 and 2, Jim. Do you hear Dave in there from England or no?
I can barely hear him, but yes, I do hear him.
He barely hears you in there, Dave.
Yeah, I heard him say that on the band. I can hear him say that. So how are you doing, Jim? If you can hear me, how are you, my friend?
What's his call for it?
Oh, he just said, "How are you, friend?" But you must not hear him. It's Golf 4 UNB. So you got Golf 4 United Norway Bravo.
Copy that. Golf 4 United Norway Bravo. I'm doing fine here. Weather's great. Almost in the 80s now, and pretty harsh for us.
Did you get that, Dave?
No, it's trying to listen on the live stream. It's just a bit, I can tell he's there. I'm getting the other words now, but it's a very difficult copy now for us.
Yeah, he's trying to listen to you on my live stream I've got going here, Jim. He's just trying to make you out on my live stream. You can put in W2YM or you put in Mac and the symbol B and B. You know, if you ever want to hear yourself.
Okay, I'm not familiar.
Yeah, you can put in my call. Some guys get it on my call sign, W2YM. You'll hear the feed. You'll hear yourself later on if you want to check it out.
I see, yeah. I got both you and him, and they are coming in pretty good. It just comes in and out of the QSB.
Right. Now, what kind of radio are you running?
This is a Yaesu FT991 Alpha, pushing standard 100 watts through the stock microphone, the MH31. And the antenna is a little unusual. It's an old CD antenna, about 40 years old, an Archer Super Maxim infant half-wave that I shortened to be resonant on 10 meters.
Oh, wow. An old CB antenna up there, huh? Well, you know what I'm on the IMAX 2000. I've got it up about, let's see, 30 foot plus the pipe, probably about 34, 35 feet at the bottom of the antenna. So what's the IMAX? Another 21 feet. So that's where we're at with the tip, probably 50 some feet. So we're running IMAX and we're talking all over the place. So it seems to work out pretty good.
What's your QTH?
Niagara Falls, New York. Yep, you can just look it up on QRZ, Niagara Falls, New York, Jim.
Oh, Roger. Okay.
And you're down there in Texas with better weather than we have, I bet.
So far, so good. We had some pretty cold winter, but it's turned around and everything's warming up and greening up.
Oh, that's good. That's good. We're trying. We had a last week, or was it this past week? We had you got to listen to this. We had last Sunday, it was like 75 degrees, and the next day for the high was 35.
Kind of up and down then, huh?
Oh, 40-degree drop. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, well, we had a couple of weeks where we were down in the 20s, and then it went up in the 40s, and then it went back down in the 20s again.
I always thought Texas was hot during the winter. I can't understand what's going on with this weather.
Well, you just gotta live with it. We always have at least one week where it's really cold, and the rest of the time we just deal with whatever comes.
Oh, okay, because I always thought Texas was warmer in the wintertime than New York, but boy, not lately from what I see on the news.
Well, it's a big state, so up north it's a lot different than down south.
Oh, that's true. I bet you about middle of the state going south, it's probably a lot warmer, right?
Roger, we're about an hour south of Fort Worth, so we're right in the middle of the state.
Oh, okay, so you're catching some of that cold.
Roger that.
Okay, Jim, it was nice meeting you, but if you want to hear yourself, go about, a little over 2 hours on the video here. You probably hear yourself coming through the speaker pretty good.
All right, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
Okay, Jim, 7-3s. Have yourself a nice evening coming up.
73.
G4UNB, you still in there, Dave? Okay, Dave, I think you left. Good talking to you. I'll talk to you later. CQ10, this is Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike. CQ10 meters, CQ10, this is Whiskey 2, Yankee Mike. Glasgow, Scotland, you still in there?
Yeah, you're still going. You're 56. Mike 0, Tango X3 Tango, ready?
Oh, very good. MM0TXT Dave, you're still there. You're sounding good. Yeah. Dave, I don't think Dave's on no more. He doesn't hear me out of England anymore. I think he left. Yeah, he's been on with me since almost the start. Usually I do CQ and I write down I got quite a few people today anyways, but him and I were chatting for quite a while, probably a couple hours or more.
Yeah, he's told at least a lot.
Yeah. He was doing pretty well. He was on an old ICOM 7600. That's a nice little radio.
Yeah, there's next to the Echo station calling on there, Roger. Yeah, 57, yeah, and Glasgow, his name's David, and I know him with based on the huge sign, absolute sign in the Glasgow, was it?
Oh, okay. Dave
Yeah,
heard in
no
there
problem.
5-4.
Yeah, no problem. Can you
Okay,
just
Jim. Good hearing you there, Jim.
on your frequency, Roger? Yeah, no problem. Well, nice to speak to you. It's not my frequency. It's Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike. And I'm just going to get back to him. Thanks so much, Josh. It's something to see. Whiskey 2 Yankee Mike, Mike 0 Tango, X-ray Tango.
Yeah, very good. I still hear in there pretty good, Dave. You're down quite a bit, and all of a sudden you shot right back up.
Yeah, it's kind of about, again, about it's kind of fluttering that I actually need the antenna up another 6 feet. And you can hear about that, but that's why I give you a shout. But we have 17 minutes past 7.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're about 3:17 p.m. Eastern time over here.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah, great stuff. Sounding great. Your audio is fantastic. Really, you sound like a localist. You really do. I'll let you get on with it and give a few shouts out. I'll go down a wee bit and give a few shouts out before I go and get my dinner ready.
Yeah, okay. I appreciate it, Dave. I'm only going to stick around for a couple more minutes because I've been on here for quite a while. I wasn't expecting a ton, but we got quite a few. That was pretty good. So the video is going to turn out nice. It's nice when you get a bunch of calls coming back. And then, like I said, I was talking to Dave probably for 2 hours plus. So that was nice. So I appreciate you calling in. To be honest with you, it was very nice meeting you, Dave. MM0TXT. Maybe we'll hear each other again in there sometime.
I got a week off holiday. Not going anywhere. A week off holiday, so I'll be doing a bit of radio. So I'll catch you on through the week. Too much for the
Okay, no problem. You have yourself a good evening, Dave. It's getting a little bit. You got about. I think you're 4 hours ahead of me. So 7-3s for now, Dave. It was great talking to you, and you have yourself a good evening. It's W2YM. Did I hear Dave in the background? Oh yeah, it has. I told David Scott about 2+ hours, so that was pretty good. Okay, you have yourself a good one, Dave. G4UNB. Have a good evening. It was great talking to you. We'll probably hear each other again on here. Yep, you too now. 7-3s. Have a good evening. This is W2YM. Yeah, somebody else in there calling? Yeah, I didn't hear him. I didn't hear him at all. Is this G8LES? Nope, I couldn't hear him. And plus, I got QRM coming in pretty good all of a sudden. I don't know if they're above or below me, but you can only filter out so much. Yeah, I appreciate it. How you doing?
Doing great.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, I was doing CQ today, and I talked to Dave. He was helping me out with other people for over almost 2.5 hours out of England.
He had a signal passing. It goes like crazy. Good stuff.
Yep. Usually I get one from England once in a while, but I had quite a few from England. I had one from Scotland and the Wales. The only one I didn't hear today was Ireland.
Well, you're almost 100% pat yourself on the back.
Yeah, it wasn't bad using a fiberglass 10-meter vertical up there on the tower. Seemed to do all right today.
This feels great.
Yeah, I'm not even running an amp. I'm running my ICOM 7700, about 135 watts out with the PR40. Yeah, I had an amplifier years ago. Now, if I had any amp hooked up to this, oh my gosh, I used to get people 20 to 40 over all the time.
Exactly.
But maybe later on we'll get a small amp. I don't need nothing big, you know what I mean?
you ought to do it. You'll get in all over the place.
Oh yeah, and like I said, I've got 3 different end fed wires up there if I wanted to use the wire, but for some reason on 10 meters, this fiberglass vertical does the job.
There you go. You know I'm doing so well mobile?
I do run mobile too.
Yeah, you know why I'm doing well today?
Why is that?
Well, here's the thing. It's a vertical hustler, right? Mobile on the truck. So I'm driving at 5 to 6,000 feet of those out west. So the antenna doesn't rise there anywhere. Over.
Oh, that's right. You're out west real high up there. Yeah, that's right. You're pretty high up. Now, on my vehicle, I run the 480HX doing about 195 watts to a Tar Heel 75 Alpha. I've had it for years, that setup.
It's a good one.
Yep, you're sounding beautiful. And your call was what? G8LES, right? Your name's Mike?
Yeah, radio Libra.
Let's see, I talked to you before, or is this the first time? 'Cause I did talk to a couple people that were mobile.
Yeah, whiskey, able, zebra, India, radio, zebra, over.
Yeah, I think I talked to you before, didn't I?
Yeah, I've been talking off and on for the last 3 hours, over.
Yeah, I remember you. Yep, you're helping me out with some of the calls, and here you're in your mobile.
Yeah, I'm still on frequency. I'm mobile 7 Utah, over.
Oh, you're still there in Utah, right?
Yeah, I started out in Nevada, now I'm in Utah, over.
Where are you headed?
I'm headed back home to my home gate, 45 miles southeast of Denver, over.
Oh, very good, very good. You're almost getting there.
Yeah, I've only got about 600 miles, over.
Yeah, 600 miles more to go. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna go all the way, or you're gonna have one night's sleep?
Yeah, I'm going to stop in Rock Springs, Wyoming for one night, over.
Yeah, I don't blame you. That way you feel refreshed when you get into home there, you know?
Roger. I'll look for you from my home station whenever it's open, over.
Oh, yeah. What do you run at home?
I've got a great CR7 with an amplified L7, so I run about 700-800 watts, over.
Oh, there you go. Maybe one of these days I'll hear you on that at your home QTH.
Yeah, big deal. I got a 55 now with I DA5, I think, tri-banded.
Yeah, me, like I told Dave over in England, I run 3 end-fed wires. I got a couple of verticals, so I'm good to go.
Roger. Yeah, and then I got a vertical. I don't know if you've heard of 05 vertical, over.
Oh, those are real nice. You got the 80 through 10 or the 40 through 10?
What's that?
You got the 80 through 10 or the 40 through 10 vertical?
I got 43 10. I'm using the 23 on 80 and 160, over.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, those verticals are real nice. He makes really nice antennas.
Yeah, they're really good. I may upgrade to 80% low but yet, I could talk New Hampshire at 10 over S9 Tesla.
Oh, yeah, that's good. That's good. Yeah, and those 05 antennas he makes, I don't think there's a bad one he makes. I think they all work well from what I understand.
Roger. Okay,
Yeah, I'm giving myself a break. I think I'm gonna be done for the day. That was pretty good. I could probably keep going. I might try one or two more CQs here, but that's gonna be about it.
Roger. WA0 Mobile 7 Utah. Talking to W2 YM, over.
Okay, very good. 7.3s. I guess you'll be on the side. That's very good. I'll probably hear you sometime at your home QTH one of these days on 10.
Roger, see you down the log. 73.
Okay, 7.3s. Dave's still there. Dave's still hanging in there. David Williams is hanging in there. Well, I think I'm going to call it a day. I think we had a good day. Very good day today. Got a lot of calls. I appreciate everybody watching. And Dave, G4UNB, if I'm correct, that's right. G4UNB out of England. Thanks for helping me out today and staying on the frequency for quite a while. That was amazing, having England in there for 2.5 hours, basically. It was nice having Dave in there and another Dave and all kinds of Daves. We got England, Scotland, Wales, a lot of Texas today. That was good. And, of course, Florida. Bert, thanks, Bert, for helping us out, too. He was in there doing a round table with us and hearing other people. And it turned out to be a nice day. And I think it was Rick down there in Texas running 3.5 watts on a military radio. That sounded good for 3.5 watts. Usually people, I usually never hear anybody with 5 or 10 watts, let alone 3.5 watts. But thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. We're going to try to do more as much as we can, especially on 10 meters when it opens, because 10 meters is pretty tough. And I appreciate everybody watching. If you want, just hit the like. If you want to subscribe, that'd be great. If you want to just give me a call sometime when I'm on the frequency, be glad to hear you. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you again. W2YM with
K2BWM and with Thor.
And Thor. Come here, Thor. We got to get Thor in the picture. The big boy's got to get in the picture. Oh, no. Oh, no. What are you doing? You want to go outside? Come on, let's go.
Okay.
Take care, everyone. We'll talk to you later.
Thank you so much. And 7-3. Bye-bye.